crazy? I was crazy once. Then you locked me in a white room with a bird cage, and bird cage makes me crazy. Crazy.
Hello everyone, welcome on in. Time for more Gretel, I guess.
I'm tiny.
Yeah, you are.
I guess it's because I switched back to Blurbob.
Yeah.
Blurbo.
Yep.
Well, you know, I had to get out of the chicken bucket eventually.
Or did you?
Maybe. I still have it, if that's what you're asking.
I also still have it as a source, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, there you are.
Oh no, there's two of me. The timelines are gonna converge on each other now. Fuck. I wasn't prepared for this today. Guess I'll go fight myself in unarmed combat.
No boy, have fun, I guess.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome in, everybody. What are we doing today?
Boys.
Therapy.
Oh god, we left off on Screw You. Alright.
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, don't, but yes. Oh, I immediately have to go into a yelling scream.
Yep, good luck.
Go.
At least you warmed up.
Yeah, that's true. Screw you!
The sudden scream snapped me awake. What's wrong?
Oh, the wizard. Sister.
As soon as he saw me, Gretel collapsed on the spot. Gretel! I jumped out of bed and tried to approach him. Whoa. But my ribbon snagged on something, and I fell to the floor like a sack of potatoes. Okay.
Let's go.
Ow, 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 ow! As it turned out, trying to move around in the dark was a lot trickier than you'd think.
Just develop mole vision, girl.
Yeah. Especially when your hands and feet were bound.
Why are you still bound?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Wait a minute. Gretel, do you just not trust this chick? Like, come on, man. Oh.
Thank you. He helped me to my feet, then pulled me into a hug. That's almost cute.
Never let you go. Never let you go. Never let you go. Almost cute.
Gretel. Looking up at him, I was startled to see his eyes full of tears. Oh no, what a crybaby.
Sorry, I forgot like a lot of what just happened. I know he talked to the wizard, but like what was their conversation about? Can we get the log for that real quick?
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's see. Oh yeah, so we went through like his whole we went through his side of the story. That's right. Yeah. That's where we left off. So he's like, man, this girl must really love me. She dragged me instead of her real brother away from the scene of my crime. I mean, my potential crime. No, but there was definitely something criminal there.
A little bit. Murderous intent, if you will.
Just slightly, as a treat.
A little treat. Murder as a treat.
Murderous intent, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's normal. Then he pulled my head against his chest, like he didn't want me to see them.
Sister, I refuse to let anyone else have you. You're my dearest treasure, sister. Without you, I have nothing. If you're nothing without the girl, then you should not have your sister.
Me.
So I have no choice but to protect you with my own two hands. Get in the cage. I refuse to give you up.
It almost sounded like he was talking to himself rather than me. As usual, I was powerless to do anything. I couldn't hug him back. I couldn't wipe away his tears. Still tied up. Right. Don't worry about that, audience.
Why is she still tied up, though?
But since he was the one who tied me up, it was apparently what he wanted.
This is not the time to be going with what Gretel wants.
Yeah. Eventually, Gretel slowly pulled away from me. Our eyes met. His gaze wavered.
Oh, and he's running low on his anti-crazy candy. That's right.
Yeah, forgot about that. His drugs.
Forgot about that. Sister, I have to leave now. I need to go commit more crimes.
Where are you going?
Crimes.
He didn't give me an answer, so I offered one of my own. To Ryoshi's house?
Yes.
Okay, have fun seeing the doctor, I guess.
I'm gonna force him to give me the candy medicine. I needs it.
He was going back to get more candy. Candy he needed in order to control himself.
Also, he's an addict that is somewhat overdosing on his medication right now, too. Like, nothing's going great for this guy right now.
I think somewhat overdosing is a bit of an understatement, but...
Yeah, it's like taking literally 2 handfuls and shoving them in his mouth.
Yeah.
Will you wait here until I return? Stop him. Stop him. Remember, Saki, we have to fight him every chance.
True. How's empty doses?
Give me 10 million thousand milligrams of whatever the fuck this is, stat. It's the rarest medicine known to man. I don't care.
Oh yeah, okay, we'll stop him. Don't go.
What, you looked at the guide?
No.
Ah, not yet.
Nope.
You go and he'll kick your ass.
Don't go.
Oh.
Please, don't leave me all alone.
Sister. I need you to sit tight and be patient, sister.
Damn it, for a second I thought he was actually going to listen to us for once, but that was my fault.
Well, remember, we have to fight him every chance we get. That's the
Yeah.
thing that we said immediately when we started. We gotta fight him.
Yep.
Because the one time we said, you know what, fine, he deserved a treat, we got the bad ending.
No, that's me, right?
I was gonna say, you waiting for me for this? You're MC right now.
Let me forget in peace. He grabbed the jar of star candies, opened it, and pulled one out. I could tell he was going to feed it to me, but what I wasn't expecting was for him to grab the back of my head and nearly force his fingers down my throat. Buddy.
Oh yeah, and he's been dosing her too, so...
Yeah.
And apparently it messes with your fucking memory too, so, you know, she might forget all about this. Again.
Gah. I was so startled, I accidentally bit down. But Gretel didn't retract his fingers. He simply grimaced slightly.
Look, she needs some extra iron in her diet too.
Unfortunately for me, he was triggering my gag reflex. Tears welled in my eyes.
Please, swallow my blood.
Get your fingers out of my fucking mouth.
I'm sorry. I would have liked to be more gentle about this, but knowing me, I'd probably lose control. Tackle, yes.
I realized he was going to keep his fingers in my mouth for as long as it took, so I guided the candy to the back of my throat and swallowed. Damn, I can't swallow medicine normally, let alone if I had someone else's fingers in my mouth. Like, geez.
Yeah, at least get her a glass of water, Gretel. Like, damn, it's not like she's going anywhere.
She's a little tied up, quite literally.
Yeah, she's a bit tied up at the moment. Did you swallow it? I don't know. Do you feel it, asshole?
I nodded. Then, finally, Gretel pulled his fingers out of my mouth.
He was now missing a finger.
Gah. I choked, spraying spittle everywhere. Hastily, I tilted my head down and pursed my lips. My body was burning with shame. But Gretel grabbed my shin, tilted my face up, and wiped my spit with his sleeve.
I do like that they made everything fuzzier.
Yeah, nice touch.
For that. Yeah, nice touch. Drugs.
I think it's because her eyes were, welling up with the tears because gag reflex, but...
Oh yeah, that too. But soon it'll be dry.
I mean... So
Those aren't sleeping pills, Gretel. Those are anti-anxiety and what else were they?
who knows?
I know they were like antidepressants and anti-anxiety pills.
Those are usually one and the same anyways in the real world, so...
True. I forgot. I know it was a combination of medicine. He knows like which colors do what.
Coke.
So.
Don't. Your sleeve will get all gross.
I don't mind if a little spit if it's yours. Blech.
He hoisted me up and carried me to the giant bird cage at the center of the room. God damn
Let's
it.
fucking go. It's about time this came into play. God damn it.
Okay,
Look,
bird.
It's been sitting there the entire time.
You just wanted to be in there because you're a bird, okay? We got it.
Look, it's a nice cage. I don't know what you're talking about.
Cozy little
Like all you
home
need
for
is like one of those little bird swings, you know, and it'll be good.
Okay, I'm just gonna...
What are you doing?
Don't worry about it.
I am concerned.
Don't worry about it.
But yes, Spooky, I agree. Speaking of gross, that fucking comment, it would have been cute coming from anybody else. It could have been seen as like light flirting until you remember that they are step siblings. Or not step, adopted siblings.
Mm-hmm. I like that you keep calling them step siblings.
Because I don't know the word for adoptive siblings. Like, it just sounds weird saying adoptive siblings, you know?
It is what they are, though. Cozy?
Yay! Yes, very.
You have a home now.
God damn it. Oh, Spooky, I knew this is exactly what it's doing as soon as he went quiet and went like, wait a minute.
This will come in handy, I'm sure. Anyways.
But now I can't commit my war crimes.
Yeah, no gay crimes for you either.
Oh. I mean, what else would he be doing? So true.
Then he walked out and locked the cage door behind him.
Sister.
He reached for me through the metal bars. I approached him, and his fingertips brushed my hair.
Just stay put for a while. It's for my own sanity.
Uh-huh.
If this doesn't end with Gretel being fucking feral, trying to get into the cage and forgetting that he has the key and he's just like banging against the cage and shit, I'm not gonna be disappointed. I'm just saying they missed an opportunity.
What do you mean?
As long as you're in there, no one will take you away. Nor will you leave of your own accord. Nor will you put yourself into harm's way. It's the perfect device. Soon the candy will kick in, and you'll get sleepy. And by the time you wake up, I'll be back.
Gretel.
See you soon, okay?
Wait.
Look, you have a little bowl of food. You have a water bottle that I attached to the cage. Look, there's even a little straw for you.
As he rose to his feet, I called after him. I probably would have grabbed his arm too if my hands weren't tied. I looked up at him from the floor. Can I make just one request?
No! I mean, what is it?
That's too many choices.
Don't
hurt anyone, don't get hurt, don't hurt yourself for my sake, please come back to me. How about go die, okay? Bye.
I don't know, I think the first one might actually be necessary.
Yeah.
Please don't hurt anyone. Literally, what did he do before he came here? Oh, he's about to barbecue some guys with gasoline in a match. I think the first one is appropriate.
What is the one that'll get us the ending that we're looking for? That's the other question.
Probably not, but I think it still needs to be said. Please don't hurt anyone.
Yeah, okay, fuck it. We'll see. Pick that one and see what happens.
If it's a bad ending, I don't care.
Yeah,
it
that's
still
fair.
needs to be said.
Please don't hurt anyone else.
You must be worried about him. He is your real brother, after all.
Yeah.
True, we are worried about Ryoshi.
There's also hurting other people hurts you too, Gretel.
True. I'll be fine. I can live with the little hurt as long as they get what's coming to them.
Can you accept this selfish demand of mine?
Of course. A younger brother can never disobey his older sister. See, I told you it was necessary.
Right.
You're far from fine. True. Okay then. I'll be back soon, Reikyu.
Come home safe, Gretel.
And then he never came home again.
Once I made sure Gretel was gone, I spat the candy onto the floor. Let's go,
Smart.
girl boss.
Smart girly, let's go.
I felt bad, since I knew he was only trying to look out for me. But it was a pill I couldn't swallow, literally.
Literally.
Now then.
Will you break out of your wrist restraints?
I mean, duh, boy.
No, I'm just gonna chill here until he gets back, honestly.
Yeah, we'll just have the wizard come back and feed us. It's fine.
I want to see how this plays out. No, we're breaking out.
Yeah, fuck
this.
that. I let out a breath, then wrestled with my wrist restraints, trying to break free. I was hoping to slip out once they were loose enough, but it wasn't going well. Minutes ticked by, probably 20 or 30. Gradually, my arms started to get tired, and I was forced to take a break. Damn.
She looks over. Ooh, piece of candy.
Phew. My arms went so numb, they started to feel like someone else's. It was a strange feeling, to say the least. I was sick of having my arms tied up all the time, even if I was relatively certain Gretel was gonna untie them eventually. After a short break, I went back to fighting with the ribbon, tugging and loosening over and over. I didn't care if I pulled a muscle, anything to get out of these restraints. Eventually, I'm out.
Just rip them apart like the Incredible Hulk, come on.
She has twig arms and you know it.
True.
At long last, I managed to create a gap big enough to pull one of my wrists through. The rest of the ribbon fell to the floor. Thankfully, Gretel had tied the knot loosely as a courtesy to me.
Oh, we didn't have the second knot either? Like, the last time we tried this?
With my hands free, I quickly made short work of my ankle restraints. My next target, the cage door.
Ram it.
The metal bars were cold to the touch, threatening to freeze me to the core. Locked from the outside, the door refused to budge no matter how hard I pushed or pulled.
Pick the lock with the ribbon. You gotta MacGyver your way out of this one.
The joys of escaping my bonds was swiftly crushed. In the end, untying myself was only one small step. It didn't solve the bigger issue at hand. Brr. I took a breath of cold air and exhaled.
Oh, well, Gretel forgot to pay the heating bill.
Glancing at the wood burning stove, I could see bright orange flames through the glass window. I'd asked Gretel to put on the fire before he left, since I was cold. As I gazed at the fire, I thought about Gretel. Burn him.
Burn it. Oh, there we go. I'm out of shape. Fuck. And so, leaving my sister behind in the candy house, I wandered alone through the dark forest. No light to illuminate my path. No white pebbles to guide me. All I could do was hunt for an exit. When I traversed these woods with my sister, I wasn't scared at all, but now was overcome with crushing fear. What if they found out I was a criminal? Sister. An uncontrollable wave of emotions rose up, and I reached for my candy, but the jar was really running low. Probably because I put my Rarity scarf down my fistful. If I ate some now, there'd be even less for later. You're getting a refill, though. God damn it! I vented my impulsive rage on a nearby tree.
Poor tree.
Poor tree, indeed. I had used my precious candy to help my sister stay calm. I knew I didn't have any other choice, but I still regretted it. Then I cursed myself for feeling that way at all. Quit wasting time wandering around and just find a way out already. I know! And yet, I was rooted to the spot. That's just the non-medicated brain going burr right now.
Yeah.
I looked down at the pills in my hand and thought of my sister. She had seen right through me. She knew I was addicted to the candy that was starting to conserve it as the days went by. Yeah, because she's smart, you fucking idiot. I guess I never can win with her. I let out a self-deprecating laugh. Returning the candy to the jar, I once again dragged my leaden legs through the darkness. Candy. As I walked, I thought back to the moment right before I left the house. My sister had licked the candy from my fingers.
So lewd.
You shoved them down her throat.
Yeah.
And even then, you failed. Her wet lips, her damp breath, her warm tongue. I couldn't get it out of my head. The memory of her warmth made my body tremble as a fever raced through it. My inner demon tempted me. Do it. Oh, hello, inner demon girl. Hey, why bother going out of your way for more candy? Go back home to your sister.
Sorry, I just this demon actually showing up. I can't.
Well, one cray cray. We already talked about this.
I know, but like, damn.
I love that demon Gretel's just Gretel with a smile.
Yeah, silhouette.
I can't do that. I need the candy in order to keep living there with her. My inner demon taunted me. Oh, you'll be fine. You don't need that silly candy. Your sweet sister will love you anyway. That's not true. Yes, it is. Didn't you say she would accept you no matter what? Gretel's Everdeen is literally just the truthful middle alchemist. He tied her up, teased her, plunged her into darkness, and threw her in a cage. She was kind enough to accept your sadism. She never stopped loving you. So, even if you devoured her, I'm sure she'd forgive you. Don't you think that maybe she wants to be an outlet for your libido? Stop, inner demon. My inner demon enticed me.
As the inner demons do.
Yeah, as they do. Come on, Gretel. Quit dragging your feet. Hurry back and feast on your sister. But each time, I shook my head tearfully. Oh my god, is this what it's like to have a conscience? No, I don't want to. God, I'm losing it. Well, a little late to come to that conclusion, buddy.
今なら姉さんは薬で眠ってる。手足は縛られたままだ。
Okay, I wanted to see if it was Gretel or Inner Demon.
食べ放題。やり
Figure out
放
which one
題
it
っ
is.
てね。
I'm
I
pretty sure
bet she's out cold right about now, and she's all tied up. You can do whatever you want. Yours to eat, yours to fuck.
He got fuck rights.
Fuck.
やめろ。
Stop.
別にいいだろう。何
What are
いい
you
子
so
ぶってんだ
upset
よ。
about? Trying to
どう
act
せ
like a
姉さんも
good
お
boy?
前のこと好
You
きなんだから
know she's in love
やっ
with
ても
you.
構わない。
She wouldn't say no.
しかも
Besides, she's
姉
not
さんは本当の
actually
姉さんじゃないん
your
だ
sister.
しさ。やめろって言って
I told you to stop. My inner demon scoffed at me.
死ねよ。畜生が。
Go back to hell, you asshole! I'll fucking kill you!
Please do.
But no matter how I lashed out, the demon kept talking.
やれるもんならやってみなよ。
I'd love to see you try, but I know you
臆
can't
病
do it,
者。
you coward!
だいたいさ。
Think about it. Why
な
did
ぜ
you
お
get
前
so
はあの
mad
時あ
that
んな
one
に怒った
time?
んだよ。
何を? What?
あの時だよ。
You know, that
お前
one
が切れて
time
クズを一
when
人
you
病院
flipped out
送
and
りに
sent
し
that
たことあ
punk
っ
to
た
the
だろ。
hospital.
覚えてない。
Don't remember.
覚えてないわけないだろ。
There's zero chance you don't
お前が
remember,
築き
because
上
that
げ
was
て
the
きた
moment
理
you
想の自
ruined
分
your
ってのが
perfect
壊れ
little
ちまったん
brother
だから
persona.
さ。理想の僕は頭が良くてスポーツも万能
My
で
persona is
穏やか
smart
で責
and
任感
athletic
が
and
強くて
mature and
みんなから
responsible.
頼りにされてい
Everyone
る。
turns to me for help.
おかしい
What
な。
a joke!
実
The
際のお
really
前は
was
全
nothing
然そ
like
んなこと
that.
なくて
You were just trying your
必死で
best
キャ
to
ラを作ってたっつう
pretend.
のに。黙れ。
Quiet.
ああ、そうだ。
Oh, that's
思い出した
I remember now.
毎日姉ちゃんの裸見ておなってんだろ。
One second, I gotta prepare myself for this.
Yeah, that's fair.
I bet you jack off to your sister's naked body every night, don't you? You sick freak. Wasn't it?
黙れって言って
I told you to be quiet. I dug my nails into my scalp. My body wouldn't stop shaking.
そ
And
の
that's
言葉
called
が
withdrawal.
真実だったからだろ。
He was right,
体
wasn't
制
he?
なしのグレ
Wasn't
ーテ
he,
ル君
Mr. Thin-skinned Gretel?
違う違う
No, it's not true. It's not true. It's not true. You're
違わ
not
ないだろ
me.
お前は一緒に暮らしていた姉さん
Oh,
を
I think it
おかずに
is.
してた
While
ん
the
だ
two of you slept under the same roof, you were always imagining her as an outlet for your lust.
I still say he's
いやら
envy.
しい
I don't care if they're calling
大
out
事な
lust.
大事な姉さんをそんな風にいやらしい目で見
What
て
a
たなんて
pervert.
さ
Ogling his precious older sister like a creep.
違う
I didn't.
お前は自
You
分を
blamed
弟
her for
と
not
して見
seeing
ない
you as
姉
a
さんの
brother.
ことを責
But
めてい
deep
ただ
down,
ろ
you didn't see her
お
as
前
a
だって
sister
本当は
either.
姉さんのこ
Isn't
と
that
を姉さんだ
right?
なんて思ってなかった
Yeah.
んだよ
Evil Gretel?
Is it
Welcome
her
to
demon?
PG.
Don't worry about it. Welcome to NPG though, yes. Hello.
But yes, evil Gretel is here.
Don't worry about that either.
Don't worry about it.
Unless you forgot to put you in a cage.
Just don't worry about it, PG.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's cozy. It's fine. Verb containment, so true.
I am here for my crimes of war.
Gay baby jail, yes.
でそのことを
And
指
when
摘する
someone
と
finally called you out on it, you
So
flipped
they got
out and
us
everything went off the rails from there.
全部
You brought it all up
お
on
前の自業
yourself.
自得だよそうじゃない
I love that there's like no differentiation between evil Gretel and Gretel, so I just have to pick one.
Yeah, I mean, it's still Gretel,
But it's-
so.
It's still Gretel.
That's not true!
姉さんがレイプされかけたって
When you
知った
found
時
out
も
your sister was nearly
本
raped,
当は羨ま
that
しい
you
と
were
か思った
actually
んだ
jealous
ろ
of them. You wished
あ
that
の
you could
体を
force
自分
yourself
も
on
む
her
さぼり
too.
たいってさ悔しかったんだろ
It was
自分はお預け
infuriating,
を食らった
wasn't
犬
it?
みたいに我
There you
慢して
were,
るのに
begging for a
そこら
treat
辺
like
の
a
野良
dog
犬に食
when
わ
a
れ
pack
そう
of
になっ
mutts
た
came
のが
along and tried to
さ
steal it out from under you.
I know, Peachy. It's gross. It's fine. It's not fine, but we're getting through it.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up! You piece of shit!
Well, at least he's accurately calling himself that.
Yeah.
黙れるわけないだろ
You can't make me.
I feel like you gotta fight your anime shadow self, yes.
Persona!
Oh, come on. This is just a plot line to a Persona 4 at this point.
Yeah. Not that I really know it, but from what I do know about Persona in general, that checks out.
Oh, so basically, all the shadow confrontations go like,
I'm your innermost desires. You want you hide this from the world, and it's just the real you.
and then all of them go, no, you're not me. And then the shadows transform and they have to fight him.
Exciting, exciting.
Yeah, and it's pretty much just like that phrase triggers the shadow transformation because all of them say it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
だって
This
お前が
voice
悪魔
you're
だとい
hearing?
うこの声は
Inner demon?
お前
It's
自
just
身
you
の声なんだからさ
Talking to yourself in the woods like a crazy person.
Me and the voices in my head.
Yo, at least me and the voices in my head get along.
Ah!
Something Legend of Zelda.
I wanted to tear out my memories,
Oh boy.
delete my shameful past.
Seizure.
Please, just stop. My heart.
僕の姉さんを
Don't tarnish my perfect sister.
Yeah, the stream title.
いつからだろうな
I wonder
僕
when
が
it
彼
all
女を
began.
姉としてではな
Was it-
く
When
一人
was
の
it that
女
I
性
stopped
として
seeing
見
her
て
as
し
my
まった
sister?
のは最初からじゃなかっ
It
た
wasn't like that in the beginning.
最初の頃は
In the beginning,
姉さ
I
んを
never
本
once
当の
questioned
姉
that
だ
she
と
was my
疑い
real
も
sister.
思っていたけど
But once I
全く
realized
血
we
が
were
繋が
total
っていない赤の
strangers,
他人だという
my
ことに
inner
気がつく
demon
と
was born,
僕は悪魔はささやい
and the
た美
demon
味しそう
whispered,
な姉さんを
I want to
食べたい
devour my sumptuous sister.
I'm gonna make sure that's a word or not, but I'm pretty sure that's just a typo and it's supposed to be scrumptious.
I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be scrumptious too. Sumptuous? Sumptuous? Is that actually a word? What the fuck?
Oh. It is.
No, sumptuous?
Huh. Splendid and expensive looking. The banquet was a sumptuous, luxurious meal. Today we learn words. Like every time.
Well, at
Alright.
least they're adding flavor to the writing. It could have just been like, this 300 millionth can we see?
でもそれも真実とは
But
違
that
うのかも
might
しれない
not really be the case.
真実って
What do you mean?
もしかしたら僕が姉さんを好きだと
Maybe I
思
only
ったら
realized we weren't related
自分と
because I
血が
fell
繋
in
がっ
love
てい
with
ない
her.
ことに気づいたのかも
Headbats. Yes. Hello, Nigiri. How's it going?
Haha. The headbats are in the cage with me. Fuck you. Oh. There we go.
発想の逆転だな
Why, that would turn everything on its head.
だって僕だけこんなに似てないんだそりゃわかるよ
No.
Think about it. I look nothing like the rest of them. Obviously, I was going to notice. While you were living with her in the candy house, you pretended to enjoy teasing her, but really you were fighting to hold yourself back.
Was it that obvious? Wow.
そりゃそうだ。
Can you blame me?
あんな反応
The way she reacted, anyone would struggle.
姉さんとおかしな家で暮らし
I
た
described my days in the candy house. It was hell in heaven's clothing.
天国のような地獄だった。姉さんは魅力的で
My charming,
無防備で
innocent sister, begging to
い
be
かにも食べ
eaten.
てくださいって感じで
When?
Yeah, literally when.
When you fucking cheap. I mean, but I held back.
抱きたいという衝動を
I
抑えて
suppressed my lustful urges and
姉
chose
さ
to
んと
stay
いつ
by
まで
her
も
side
寄り添うこと
instead.
を選んだ
And then I left her in the middle of the woods while I go get candy.
姉さんに捨てられたくない
Plus, I
捨てないで
begged
く
her
ださ
not
い
to
って必死
abandon
でお
me
願いしたしね恋人でいるより
because I thought it'd be
兄弟
better
の
to
方が
stay
いいと思ったん
siblings.
だその方が
Why?
ずっとそばにいら
Because
れ
the
ると思った
bond would last longer?
ああそうだよ
Yeah, exactly.
恋人と
As her boyfriend, I'm just some guy. Blood ties are far more important.
No.
You know, like how my parents abandoned me.
尊いと思ったんだ血なんて繋がってないのにな
Not that you have any blood ties. Thank you, inner demon. Preview point. Let's go. Look, I'm just saying. I know he's evil, but he makes a good point. I know, okay?
でも知らな
But
い
as
そ
long
ぶり
as I
をすれ
turned a
ば
blind eye to it,
認めな
as
け
long
れ
as I
ば
refused to acknowledge it,
僕が
she would
望
stay
む
my
は
sister for as long as I
姉
wanted.
さんはずっとああそう
Right.
だな
Of course.
優しい優しい姉さんは
She's
僕
such
の
a
ことを
saint.
可愛い
She
弟
called
だ
me
って
her
言
precious
ってくれ
baby
た
brother.
あ
Yeah.
あでもこれで僕は
This
姉
means
さ
I
んと
can
一
never
生
kiss
キス
her
もセ
or
ッ
have
クスも
sex
で
with
きない
her.
な
Because it'd be weird for siblings to do that.
Yeah.
True.
兄弟なのにうるせえよ
Just shut up. Hide down the rest of the candy all at once.
Damn.
Smart move, my dude.
So smart.
Then finally, the voice went away.
Look at me. Remember things sometimes as a treat.
The next thing I knew, I had made it out of the forest and was now staying out in front of a house. Just a random house.
ここ
Is this our house?
僕の家
Oh no, he's starting to forget. It was our old home, or rather, my sister's. I never had a place I could call home. I was abandoned by my real parents and had to face the world alone until my sister came along and took me in. I couldn't even remember what my real parents looked like. Were they alive or dead? I couldn't care less. After all, I had gained something irreplaceable to me. I was starved for love, and she came along and gave me her sweet candy. My wicked little witch. Bleh. She made my candy house dreams come true. I put my hand on the doorknob and found that it wasn't locked.
That's so
Oh,
safe.
here we go. Huntsman put a trap. Let's fucking go. Oh, come on. This screams Huntsman
Yeah.
right here.
I can remember those crazy days like it was only yesterday.
What
It was
if
actually
was?
like a week ago.
At least.
Yes, Huntsman is the older brother this time around, too. Also, Peachy.
No, Peachy
He's
knows.
Reiky's biological.
Peachy's being thirsty, not knowing who Huntsman is. Yeah. Yeah, see.
Yes.
Peachy's being thirsty. Don't worry about it.
It's okay. We'll put a water bottle in her cage.
As I opened the front door, my sister greeted me, wearing an apron and a bright smile.
Welcome home, Gretel.
Oh, great. The Delulu followed him.
ただいま
Glad to be
姉
back,
さん
sister. And then Huntsman just hits him in the back of the head.
Good end.
Where's Reikyu?
Several hours had passed since Gretel left the house. Damn.
Damn.
The room was now plenty warm, which in turn kindled my drowsiness.
Sleepy time.
I forced my heavy lids open again and again until, just as I finally started to drift off, I heard someone knocking at the door. Gasp!
Oh, hi, wizard.
Instantly, I snapped awake. Then I held my breath and waited. Maybe the knocking was just a dream. Could it be Mr. Wizard?
You went down the wrong path again. What the fuck?
No, that doesn't make sense. The wizard wouldn't need to knock. He could simply come and go of his own accord. Hey, he needs permission first, maybe.
And why would Gretel knock?
Yeah. I strained my ears, listening carefully. In the silence, I heard another knock. It wasn't a dream after all. As I debated whether to call out, I heard a man's muffled voice on the other side of the door.
こんにちは
Oh, Red.
誰かいませんか
Red! Red. Wait, was I red?
No.
No, wait, you were red, weren't you?
Why did you think you were Red?
I don't... It's been a while.
You only read Gretel and Kaguya for the dateable boys.
That's true.
You also read Wolf, and that's kind of it.
Wolf is a dateable boy, just not in the main series.
Yeah, not yet. Hello, is anyone there? Red.
Do you want me to take over Reikyu when Red's here or no?
That's fine.
Okay, cool.
Evidently, the Sandman wasn't my only visitor. Oh, yes?
But yes, I say we call out, because obviously we need to go after him right now, because he's acting cray-cray, and Ryoshi's in danger.
Possibly. We'll see. I needed to take action. I took a deep, deep breath. And then... Red, it's me, Reikyu Arisu. I shouted at the
I'm
top
trapped
of my
in here,
lungs.
bitch. Open the door. And then open this other door.
It was the only course of action available to me.
ミス・アリス
Miss Arisu. Thankfully, he heard me. Red, please, you have to get in here.
え
Right. Oh, but it's locked.
鍵が
Just bust the door down, dude. Who cares?
I could hear him wrestling with the padlock, followed by a banging sound. It was clear he was trying to kick the door down.
Hell yeah.
Then, I heard the splinter of wood, and the next thing I knew, moonlight spilled into the darkness. A shadowy figure stood there. Phew. It was the heroic officer Red Riding Hood, here to rescue me at long last.
He's not a cop. He's just some dude that likes to hang out in the woods.
It's okay, she's dumb and doesn't know.
どう
I apologize for taking so long. What's the matter, Miss Arisu? When he spotted
Before-
me, his jaw dropped.
Before you ask, I did not do this to myself.
Hi, Red. I smiled.
こんにちは
That's it. Just hi.
Look, we don't have time for this.
He stared back blankly. No surprise there. After all, not many people would smile and say hi after being trapped in a cage in a pitch-black cabin.
まさか
Don't tell me.
また
Did those delinquents do this to you? No, it wasn't them. It was Gretel, actually. I laughed awkwardly.
グレーテルが
Gretel imprisoned you here? At this, he scanned the room. Oh, he's not here right now.
そうですか
I see. He crouched down to meet my eye level. By the way, Red, what brings you to a place like this? I tilted my head inquisitively. I never imagined we'd get any visitors out here, other than the wild card that was the wizard, of course. Granted, I didn't know exactly how much time had passed since we first arrived at the candy house, but it was at least enough to heal my injuries. That's a long enough time, I would say. And since no one had visited in that time, I figured there was some kind of mystical force at play, warding them all off. Honestly, I definitely thought that one. For real, for real.
How the wizard confirmed that, though.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Red averted his gaze.
森をパトロー
and
ル
was
していて
patrolling the forest when I spotted the
見るか
suspicious
らに怪しげ
cabin.
な家を発見したのです
He patrolled the forest? Oh,
Hi.
woo. Well,
あなたが
after
あんな
what
目にあった
happened to
わ
you,
けですし
I figured I should start taking
念に
more
は念を入れて
precautions.
警戒をと
That's
Yeah, in
cute.
case they decide they want to hit, and in case they decide they want to go after someone else.
Yeah.
Or you again.
Yeah.
One of the two.
I nodded. That made sense. Especially for someone as virtuous as Red Riding Hood. Gotcha. Thank you, Red.
I mean, I like Vigilante Red.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Mm-hmm. Work.
He might not be a cop, but he's got it. His heart's in the right spot.
Yes.
This time.
I gazed into his eyes.
いえ
No need to
私は
thank
別
me.
に
He pulled his hood down low over his eyes.
とにかく
Anyway,
無事で
I'm
よかっ
glad you're safe. I'll get you out of
た
there
すぐ
right
にあな
away.
たを救出します
How?
どうやってという
What
と
do you mean, how?
Skeleton key.
He stared back, confused. Because Gretel has the key?
Bitch, we don't need keys.
After a moment of silence,
壊します
I shall bust the lock. He raised his fist with an intent look on his face.
とりあえず
First things first. This is why you're in a cage.
I don't blame you.
Clearing his throat, he walked out of the cabin. Then he returned, carrying what appeared to be an axe.
Oh, smart.
Yeah.
Instead of using your fist, get an
あ
axe.
なたは
Let's
下がってい
go.
てください
Stand back now. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the axe could still fly.
Yeah. Way ahead of you, buddy.
No, Peachy, this is fine. Picking a lock would take too long anyway.
Yeah, he doesn't necessarily have the skill set for that, too.
He's not a thief. He's a wannabe cop.
Yeah. He raised the axe high over his head.
行きます
Here I go.
Besides, do we really care if this cage can relock after this?
Yeah. Yeah. Then he swung the blade down. A shrill clang echoed through the room. I should have expected the sound, but regardless, I flinched and squeezed my eyes shut.
なぜ
Why? Timidly, I opened my eyes. Red stared blankly between the axe and the cage door lock. In other words, nothing happened. Impressive.
Magic lock. Let's go.
傷一つつ
It
いて
didn't
い
even
ませ
leave
ん
a scratch. Really impressive. He blinked in confusion, as if he had encountered the world's strongest padlock. I mean, he probably
Oh.
has.
I was gonna say, if it's like a lock built into the door, it's typically stronger than a padlock.
It appears we'll have to wait for Gretel after all.
This is the Master Lock 607. It could be opened with a Master Lock 607.
This was the sensible approach.
すみません
I'm sorry I couldn't be of more
役立
help.
たずで
He slumped his shoulders in defeat. Don't let it get you down. I really, really appreciate the attempt.
But now it's cold in here.
Hastily, I tried to cheer him up,
しかし
but Ren looked at me with a conflicted, almost pitying expression on his face. Evidently, he was still trying to figure out a way to get me out. Seriously, don't worry about it. I was never planning to escape in the first place.
Bitch, why'd you call out then?
I grinned, hoping to convince him that I wasn't devastated over it. Oh, she was just lying.
Okay. Why?
グレー
Got
テル
it.
のためですか
Was this for Gretel?
もしかして
Or are you choosing to remain
あなた
prisoner
は
here
彼の
because
た
of
めに
Gretel?
わざと囚われているのですか
Yeah, you could say that. I'm here by my own choice. If I leave, I'll need Gretel's permission, since he's in charge.
Girly.
そもそも
Why did he lock
彼
you
はな
up
ぜあな
like
たを
this in the first
こんな風に
place?
閉じ込めてし
Because
まっ
he's
たの
a
でしょう
psycho. I mean, who else puts people in a bird cage?
Hi.
Right, Sakyu?
I just gave you a cozy place to hang out. Don't worry about
Oh
it.
yeah, I'm cozy. Don't worry.
Yeah. Nice and cozy. To protect me from demons, supposedly. Red furrowed his brow dubiously.
悪魔
What
Tor.
demons?
The inner demons.
No idea.
I mean, we know now, but
Yeah. He shrugged.
正直
I can't claim to understand
Watashi ni
this
wa
logic,
yoku
but I
wakarimasen
suppose
ga.
it's proof of just how much he
グ
cares
レ
for
ーテルに
you.
とってそれほどまで
Yeah, you mean a
Red.
concerning
あなた
amount?
のことが大事だったんでしょ
yeah, an overly concerning amount.
It's okay, Red probably doesn't know any better either.
た
True.
とえ自分が
Perhaps
悪
he
者
sees
になっても
protecting you as the objectively
あなたを
correct course
守る
of
ことが
action, even if
彼
it
にと
makes
って
him a
の正義
villain.
なのかもしれません
That's gonna make him Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
すみません
I apologize for
わかったような
speaking as if
口を聞いて。
I'm an authority on the subject.
あなたを
Just
ここ
because
に
he's
閉じ
locked
込
you
め
up
てる
in
からとい
here,
って
it doesn't necessarily
彼
make
が
him a
悪者とは
villain.
限りませんよね
Yeah, it's everything else that he did.
Yeah, but Red doesn't know that. No, it's fine. He scanned the room once more.
それにしても
I must say,
ここ
there
は
is
なんだ
something
か
unsettling about
嫌
this
な感じが
place.
しますね
Almost unnatural.
異様と言いますかどこを見ても
Wizard
真っ
comes
白
in.
で
Oh, yes, that's me.
正直今も
White,
息が
white,
詰まり
white.
そうで
As
す
far as the eye can see, there's something very suffocating about it.
それに
Oh,
なんだ
What
か
is that
変な
strange
匂いがし
smell?
ませんか
Oh dear.
ammonia,
Almost like
焦げ臭いという
something's
か
burning.
wood.
Well, I don't see anything weird. I glanced over at the wood burning stove, and Red followed my gaze. The fire was crackling gently, as usual.
そうですね
Indeed. He seemed to accept this, turning his gaze to me instead.
こんなところに閉
If
じ
I
込
were
められ
locked
たら
up in here, I don't think I
と
could
て
stay
も正気
sane.
なんて保てないでしょうね
Hmm.
あい
Me
え
too, buddy.
別に
I mean,
あなたの頭がおかしいとか
not to suggest
違っ
that
て
you
るとか
yourself are of less
そのようなこと
than
は
sound
思ってはい
mind
ま
or
せんよ
anything of the sort.
No, you know, keep going. Keep going. You're almost there.
Nice try, Red. I cleared my throat. I admit, this is far from normal. I'm unable to move, forced to heed orders, forced to swallow things against my will. I'm sure any ordinary person would break under these conditions. I looked out through the bars at the rest of the room. The bars added a vertical stripe effect to the scenery around me. The result was suffocating and oppressive. I thought back to the time Gretel and I were separated. He was treated like a nutcase and locked up in a tiny room, all because of me.
No, because of him.
Yeah. A perfect mirror image of my current circumstances. His arms and legs were bound, and he lost all sense of time. He must have been so scared and miserable. The more I thought about it, the more my chest ached. I hung my head.
And then she busts through the door with the now superhuman strength that she possessed.
ミス・アリス
Miss Arisu. I could hear the sympathy and concern in Red's voice. Sorry, Red. Looks like I've wasted your time. I spoke in a tone of forced cheer, hoping to clear away the gloom in the air.
いえ
It's no trouble.
あの
Er,
私に何
is
か
there
でき
anything
るこ
else
と
I
は
can
ない
do
で
for
しょう
you?
か
Lockpicking set.
I paused to think for a moment. Say, Red, can I send you out on an errand for me?
Kick Gretel's ass. I mean, come on, we know this is going.
Alice, let's go.
It's a different Alice.
Let's
Let's
go.
fucking go.
The best Alice. Sorry, Arisu. I'm not your Arisu.
まあ
But
僕も
I am
アリスだもんな。
Alice. Close enough, right?
Wait, what? Sorry, I'm lost.
Don't
we
worry
just
about
got here.
お前は
You're
お前の大好きな姉
So,
さんを
you
置
left
き
your
去りに
beloved
して
sister
一人
behind
家に帰って
and came home
きていい
without her? Really?
この家は僕の家ではありません
This is not my home.
姉さん
My
の
real
居場所
home
で
is
す
with my sister.
お前が助け出
Unless
さ
you
ない
go
限り
rescue her,
姉
she'll
さ
be
んは
trapped
鳥
in that
箱に放り
birdcage
込まれたまま
forever.
だぞ帰ったらちゃんと出してあげるつ
I
もり
plan
で
to
す
let her out as soon as I get back.
簡単に
You
言えば
make it sound
そ
so
れには覚悟
simple,
が必要
but you
だぞ
realize it'll take courage, right?
courage.
Courage and commitment to fight the demon.
The demon!
I feel sorry for you, Gretel, forsaken by your parents, who lured in by the temptation of sweet treats. You fell under the demon's control.
Oh, okay, I'm starting to see the parallels now.
But who was this demon, really? Was it the hunter who gave you the candy? The older sister you obeyed? Or the part of you that wanted to eat her?
How should I know?
Alright then. Well, no sense in underestimating one's fight-or-flight response. In an emergency situation, the human body is subconsciously able to muster more strength than it's normally capable of. Maybe it'll be capable of charge when the time calls for it.
Change? Change? Me? What about me could possibly need to change? Buddy, everything.
No. He's right. That's the biggest mystery there is. What could Gretel have to change about himself? More of what needs to stay.
He has to own up that his feelings are his feelings, and that even if he may not act on them, he still needs to acknowledge that they exist and that he needs to confront them. That's basically what's going on here.
Yeah.
But that was when the hunter showed himself.
Hey there. Long time no see.
Brother.
Brother. First time you've ever called me that.
Ah, shit.
This is the part where I say, welcome home. Anyway, all jokes aside, I need you to come back here. You're looking for these, right?
I told you he laid a trap.
He held up a jar full of candy. Give that to me! You and your sister are both so sharp. Honestly, it drives me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. Then you locked me in a white room. A white room with a birdcage. And birdcage makes me crazy. Crazy? I wanted to snatch the jar out of his hands, but I didn't have the energy.
No. Don't just stand there. Come over here. Let's chat.
Yes. Here you go. Addiction fooder. Let's have a nice, friendly chat.
This is mirrored back to how it was in Cinderella's route.
Wait, why?
I don't know, but it is.
What the fuck?
Anyway.
He led me into the dining room. I stared around the room. It looked completely different than I remembered it. Where are they?
Our parents. They spend every waking moment looking for you two.
He gestured for me to sit and walk to the kitchen, where he put the kettle on. Restless, I stared at the jar sitting in the center of the table. I needed to steal it away, ASAP! Then I go back to my sister, back to the candy house, and then we repeat this process all over again. But for some reason, my body refused to cooperate.
Oh yeah, we put... Wait, it was sedatives and anti-anxiety pills. I was about to make a fucking joke. And it made me remember what was actually those pills. I was like, oh yeah, we put sedatives in that line. Because he fucking did. My brain is so smart, but so stupid at the same time.
It's okay, me too. All you have is coffee beans.
I heard him click his tongue, so I looked up.
No, that says cluck. He clucked it.
Yeah, he clucked, you know? Cluck, 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 cluck. Something like that, probably.
He was rummaging through all the cupboards. Most likely he was looking for coffee grounds. He was a big coffee drinker.
Wait,
But my sister always ground the beans for him with her own 2 hands.
so you're both inept. Good to know.
I mean, men, what can I say?
Yeah, I know.
That's not where we keep it.
なんだ
What was that?
棚の上に
On top of the cupboard is a tin of coffee grounds. Sister put it up there since she doesn't use
使
them.
わないからって
Oh,
おう
found
あっ
it.
たあった
His
Wait,
mom's cute.
Gretel actually helped Huntsman? Character growth? What the fuck?
I mean, he also called him brother, so you know.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on here?
It's quite cray.
自分の家なのにそんな
I'm
こと
surprised you didn't
も
know.
わからないですね
Seeing as this is your house and all.
家にい
Mom,
ない
I'm
から
never
な
here, am I?
Fair.
ほらよ
Here.
My brother set a mug of coffee on the table in addition to his own. Oh yeah, even in his internal monologue, he's calling him his brother now too.
Yeah, huh?
Interesting. So there's like a character shift going on here.
I guess Alice
Interesting.
just has that effect on people.
Hmm. なんだ
What's the matter? We didn't
別に
poison
毒
it
な
or
んて入っちゃい
anything.
ないぞ
Oh, but I did.
捕まえて
Just starts popping candies in there. You're not going to kill me?
んな物騒
But
なこと
I'm
し
not
ねえ
that
よ
kind of nut job. That's you.
You know, the
remember?
the kind of nut job that takes people out to the woods and covers them in alcohol, and then puts a lighter up to them.
信じられません
I don't believe that for a minute.
Just because his name is Hunter doesn't mean he hunts people. Come on.
Just for sport.
信じろよそこ
Well,
は
you should know. Damn it.
ま
That said,
あとは言っても
you're a risk
お前
factor.
は危険
And
因
if
子
you're a danger to others, lethal force might be necessary.
強制排除も考えない
Damn. I mean, at least he's being straight with him, you know?
Yeah. May have to put you down like a dog someday, Gretel.
Yep. Depends on you, though.
でもな
But it's not
そ
that
う簡
simple.
単なもんじゃ
Now
ない
is
だ
it?
ろ
そうですか
Isn't
あ
it?
なたは漁師
You're a
なんですか
hunter. Striking down prey is your job.
仕事でし
You're
ょ
not a prey animal, Gretel. I'm sorry.
I mean, he sees himself as, like, weak, defenseless animal.
He's not.
俺は漁師に向いて
Yeah,
ないん
well,
だよ
I'm not that great at my job.
Basically saying
頭も特別
right here
良かっ
that
たわけ
nobody's
じゃない
perfect.
Yeah.
手先もそれ
I'm
ほ
not
ど器用じゃ
especially
ない
smart, nor am I deft with my hands.
漁師
I
なん
don't
て
even
なりたくも
want
な
to
か
be a
った
hunter. I just didn't have any
他
other
にやりたいこと
ambitions.
もなかったしな
Man, I
enough.
feel that.
Yeah.
わけがわからないなりたくな
That
けれ
makes
ば
no sense.
な
If
ら
you
な
don't
け
want
れ
the
ば
job, you didn't have to take it.
そうだ
You're
な
not wrong.
で
But I
も
was born to a
俺
family
は
of
漁師の家系
hunters.
だった
だから
So
漁
that's
師
why
に
you
なる
went
道を
with
選
it?
んだと
ああ
Yep, exactly.
Huh. The word railroad came to mind.
Why?
Railroaded into it.
I don't get it still.
So when someone says that you've been railroaded into something, it's a straight path that you've been kind of forced down.
Hmm.
Whether by your own inaction or by somebody's being like, no, you go this way, you know?
I see. Wait.
So he's basically just saying, like, you've been railroaded because you decided not to stand up for yourself. You decided that it was easier to go along with what everybody else wanted you to be rather than find your own ambition.
Fair. I do really like the idea of Gretel just thinking about railroads all of a sudden, though.
Huh. Trains.
I like
trains. Thank you, Inner Demons. I do like trains. This This man was trapped in his own way, and I never knew. But that didn't matter right now. Candy!
話って何ですか？
So what did you
姉さん
want
の
to talk
場所です
about?
か？
Sister's whereabouts?
あいつはどう
How's
し
she
てる？
doing?
元気ですよ。
She's fine.
元気すぎて
Surprisingly
困る
fine,
感じです。
actually.
まあそう
You
だろう
might
な
be surprised, but I'm not.
心配ですか？
Are you worried about her? Nah.
ある意味な。
No, no way, yeah.
兄弟ですもんね。
She is your little sister after all.
そりゃあな。
Yeah, but don't get me
お前
wrong.
のこともちゃん
I
と
was
心
worried
配して
about
た
you
ぞ。
too. Same
俺
as
だ
our
けじゃなく、
parents. And Wolf
両
too.
親も。お
Yeah,
そう
Wolf
で
too.
すか。僕は姉
Right.
さんと一緒
Well,
に
the
暮
whole
らしている
time I was living with her, you
あなた
people
たち
didn't
のこと
cross my
に
mind for
一
even
ミ
a
リも思い出
fraction of a
しませんで
second.
したけどね。
Okay.
家族じゃ
People
ない
can
から
care about you,
Because we're not
but
your
that doesn't mean
family.
that you have to care about other people.
Because we're not your family.
へえ
That's
そうです
right.
グレーテル。
Gretel.
We might not be your family, but we're the only family you got, motherfucker.
Yes?
お前はかわい
You've
そうな
lived a
やつ
hard
だ。
life.
血のつながった家
You
族
grew
は
up
こ
without
の世
any
には
biological
存在せず
family. The only
愛
person
に
who
抱い
ever
ていた
loved
お
you
前を
was
愛
your
してく
sister,
れた唯一の
Reiki.
存在が。お前は姉さんの愛
You
を
clung
一
to
生
that
に
love
受け
until it grew inside you like a tumor.
その愛は
Eventually, you
開いた
stopped
し
acknowledging anyone who
お前は
wasn't
姉さん
her.
以外の人間を認めよう。姉さんは正しい。
Sister knows best.
姉さ
Sister's
んは頭が
smart.
いい。
As long as I follow
姉
her,
さんにつ
I
い
won't
てい
be
けば
led astray.
僕は道に迷う。お前はいつ
You
で
did
も
whatever
姉さ
she
んの
told
言い
you.
なりだ。
それの何が悪いんです
And
か？
what's wrong with that?
A lot.
A lot.
グレーテル
Where your agency.
お前の意思は
Where's your
どこに
agency in all this, Gretel?
I don't care.
僕の意思はありますよ。
I have plenty of agency. I'm here, aren't I?
Autonomy is not agency, you fucker.
本当にそうか
You really think that?
お
I
前が
can't
どう思っ
read
て
your
いるか
mind,
はわから
but
ない
I'm pretty sure all those years of
お
your
前のそ
sister's
の人格
coddling
は
have conditioned you to think a
姉さ
certain
んに
way.
甘えに甘えた結果
Yeah.
作り出された
Mm-hmm.
倫理観に
You
乏し
lack
く
ethics. Your
道徳
morals
観
are
は歪んで
warped.
いる
All due to her bad
あい
influence
つがお
on
前
you.
に与えた悪影響のせいだ
あんたは自分の妹を非難するんですか？
You're blaming your little sister for this mess?
Points to
ああ
himself.
そうだ
Yeah, I am.
あいつはバカ
She's
だ
a moron.
はっき
If
り言って
anyone's a
頭
nut
がお
job,
かしい
it's her. I mean,
そん
True.
なことはありません。
That's simply
姉さんはと
false.
ても優し
She's
く
an
て
angel and she always puts me
僕をいつで
first.
も
That's
思
the
ってる
problem, Gretel.
それが悪い
yeah,
と言ってる
and that's
She
the
prioritizes you.
problem.
こんな状態に
That is
姉
the
さんの代わり正気じゃない
Something's wrong with you if you're still defending her at this
洗
point.
脳だよ
Not to be harsh, but you've been brainwashed.
ま
I'm not
あそうは
sad.
言っても
This is partly my fault
俺も
too.
悪かったけど
Let's
For not
go.
smacking you harder.
Accountability though, let's go.
Yeah, that's true. People taking accountability for their inaction or actions. Let's go.
暴言は
Originally,
病気の
I
せ
thought
い
your attitude and violence were
お菓
caused
子
by
は
your
一生取り
illness.
続けなけれ
I
ばな
thought
ら
you'd
ない
have
と
to
思って
eat
いた
that
が
candy for the rest of your life.
依存は余
But
計
the
人を
chemical
ダメに
dependence
する
only made you worse.
お前が
True.
自分を抑える
I
ため
realized
に
you were
お菓
overdosing
子
on
を取り
purpose
す
to
ぎていると
suppress
気づいたの
yourself,
に
but I didn't
止
stop
めてや
you.
れなかったお前を追い込
You're
ん
the
だの
one
は
who
俺
drove
だ
you to this point, and
す
for
まな
that,
かっ
I'm sorry.
Candy.
今更
It's
遅いん
too
です
late for apologies now. It's too late.
たそうだお前は
Yeah,
すでに
it
中
is,
毒になって
because
い
you're
る
already addicted.
お菓
And
子と
now, the allure of the
威
candy
力
is
的な
killing
劇
you.
薬にな
Gretel,
お前
you've
は
lost
支配さ
control
れ
of
てい
your
る
life. Right
お
now,
菓子にも
the candy's in
姉さ
control,
んにも
as is your sister.
今は僕が姉さんを支配
Well,
してま
right
す
now, I'm the one in control of her.
僕は姉さんを鳥かごに閉じ
I
込め
locked her in a cage and stole her
自由にな
freedom.
った
See, I put you in a cage, but I haven't stolen your freedom, so...
You're right. I can bust out of here anytime I want.
Yep,
本当にそう思うか
you really think that?
え
Huh?
本当に
Do you actually
お
think
前
you're
は
in
あいつ
control
を
of
支
her?
配できたと思っている
Absolutely
のか
not. We've been fighting him the entire time. He's been too delulu to notice.
You don't think for a minute that maybe she's still in control of you?
何が
What are you trying to say?
あの時
Back then.
あの時俺がお
Back
前
when
を
I
閉じ込
locked
めた
you
時
up. Do you know
な
why
ぜ
you were
あん
let
な
out
に
so
早く出て
quickly?
こられたと思う
Because I was a good boy. Well,
僕
because
が
I
あなたの言う
obeyed
こと
you.
を聞いて
それもある
No
が
was only a part of it.
それだけじゃないあいつだ
It
よ
was Reikyu.
お前
Your
の
dear
大事な
older
姉さん
sister
が
went on a
お
rampage.
前のために暴れ
We
回った
find out that Reiki was the Delulu this whole time.
It's shocking.
Shocking. What?
どういうこ
What
と
are
で
you
すか
talking about?
お前が謹慎
Why do you
中
think she stayed at home with you during your suspension?
それは
I don't know.
姉さんは
Because
僕
she
のた
chose
めに
to?
学校を休んだ
ああそう
No,
だ
think again.
あいつ
She
も
was
お前と同じよう
suspended,
に
just
自
like
宅
you.
謹慎処分を
And how
食ら
did
った
she
ってわけ
hide
だ
this fact from him?
Because he was locked up in the meantime?
True, I
な
guess.
ぜだって
What for?
姉
I
さんは
mean,
優
she gets
秀で
perfect grades and
あいつは何の
Because she
前
went
触れも
around shattering all the windows
Nano
with absolutely no
zenchou mo
warning whatsoever.
教室中の窓ガラス
Well
を割り
then,
まくったぞ
Reikyu's a menace.
She is a menace, but we support her wrongs.
羽交い締めにされようやく
They
お
had
と
to
なし
pin
くな
her
った
arms
ところ
behind
で
her back until she
教師
calmed
が聞い
down. Afterward,
たな
the
ぜこん
professor
な
asked
こ
her
とを
why she would do such a thing.
あいつはこう言っ
And
たらしい
apparently, she answered that it was because she wanted to repeat the school year. Damn.
それまであいつの
After
ことを
that,
慕っていたクラ
everyone
ス
who
メートたち
admired her
も
instantly wanted
全員
nothing
ドン
to
引き
do
し
with
たらしい
her.
な
No surprise there,
Ah.
of course.
そりゃそう
Yeah,
だよ
no
な
shit.
留年なんて突
No
拍
one
子
could
もない
understand why she wanted to repeat a
事
year.
情を知らない
To
奴ら
them,
からし
she
てみれ
seemed
ば
completely
正
unhinged.
気の沙汰じゃない
Because she was.
でも
But I
お
bet
前
you
なら
can
その
guess
意
why
味
she
がわ
would
かる
say
だろ
that, right, Gretel?
グレーテル
that was my dream. I always wished I could go to college and take the same classes as her. She was trying to make it come true? You're lying! No one ever told me about any of that!
お前には
Yeah,
黙ってるって
because she
言わ
told
れ
us
たから
not to.
And she was always around you, so she would find out if we told you.
Yeah,
What the hell for?
言う必要がな
probably
いと思っ
because
た
you
からだろ
didn't need to know about it.
あいつは
She sat the whole
俺と両
family
親に言
down
ったよ
and told us either to get you out
彼
of
を
there
今すぐあ
or
の場
put
所
her
か
in
ら
there
出すか
with you.
それともあいつは異常
She's
だな
unwell,
狂
but she
人
isn't
じゃない
crazy, X'd it out.
さす
But
がにお前
obviously,
と同
we
じ場所
couldn't
に
put
送
you
ること
two
は
in
で
the
き
same
ず
space. So we
結局
decided
お
to
前は
bring you
家へ
back
と連れ
home.
戻された
So you put them in the same space?
But not locked in the same space together. They're free to move around.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess.
but still.
They're free to leave the house and do other things.
Just the
so
phrasing.
They think, like, oh, yeah. Like it, and like, yes, their actions after the fact. Like, yes, we put you in the same space. We left you guys alone. Like, it does not support. Like, oh yeah, we made the right decision here. No, she railroaded them into a decision.
Yeah.
姉さんはあの時
She did all of that to rescue me?
No, she did all that to control you, fucker. Let's be real here.
そうだ
Yep.
And then I destroyed my dream with my own two hands.
お前は今でも姉
You're
さん
still
から甘や
dependent
か
on
され
her. She
姉
has
さん
full
に心
control
を
of
支配
you.
されてるんだそして
And over time,
いつし
You've
か
lost
本
your
当
grip
の
on
自
your
分を
true
見
self.
失った
Codependence. Let's fucking go. This is how it always goes with them.
そんなの
Thanks for
言わ
stating
れ
the
なくても
obvious.
分かっていまし
But
た
I know all that.
Next it out.
そうか
No, you don't.
Yeah.
あの人は
She caught me in her web, and now she torments me.
僕を苦しめる
Have you met Inner Demon?
あの人は僕にとって
He's a riot.
求めれば
She's
求める
poison.
ほど
No matter how much I consume, it's never enough.
なら
Then you'll have to
立た
go
なきゃ
cold
いけない
turkey.
な。
Cold turkey? But what if I hear the Delulu voices again?
どうやって
How?
どうすればいい
How
と
do you
思う
think?
答えを教えてくれないん
You
で
can't just give me the answer? That's not how this works,
俺
buddy.
は姉さんじゃないか
I'm
ら
not going to coddle you like she does.
Ooh.
戻れば僕ま
Oh!
たあの小屋に入れられるんだ
If we come home, I can just spend more time in isolation, right?
一応
It appears you're still
冷静な
capable
判
of
断は
rational
できるよう
thought.
だな。まあそうだ
But
な。
that said,
お前
you've
は
really
取り返しがつかないこ
crossed
とを
the
やっちまっ
line
た
this
しな。
time. I can read.
Clost.
Listen.
だからお前の姉さんは
Which is probably
Oh,
why
my
your
God,
sister
didn't
ran
get that
away with
wrong.
you to begin with.
Ugh.
お前はいつ
You're
も
a sheep. And
姉
she's
さ
your
んに手を
shepherd.
引かれているんだよ。
When she says bark, you're like, bah!
Bah. For the first time in my life, I drank my coffee without sugar. Blech! This coffee is nasty!
悪かった
Well, excuse me, princess. Excellent.
I love their dynamic they have going on right now.
Yes.
So much better than the other
Yeah.
first half of this story where they're just like, oh yeah, we're not even gonna acknowledge each other. Fuck this shit.
Mm-hmm.
What about my sister?
She's a princess too, I guess.
Hmm?
What about her?
姉さんは
My sister would do
僕のため
anything
に
for
何
me.
でもしてくれるそれってつまり
Doesn't that mean
姉さん
she's
が僕
dependent
に
on me
守ってくれる
too?
から僕と同じ
Codependency.
ように
Is she a
姉さんも異
nutcase
常者
like
なん
me?
ですか
Absolutely.
あ
Yeah, she
あ
is.
そうだ。とは言っても
But to be clear,
あいつ
her
の場合は
circumstances are different
少
from
し特
yours.
殊だけどな。お前は
You,
いや
not just you.
周囲はあいつのことを
Everyone
優
says she's
秀だと
smart
言う
and
が
competent.
俺
But
に
to
言
me,
わせれば
she's a fool.
あいつは
She
大
only
バカ
cares
娘
about
だ
the
よ。
guy she likes.
あいつは基本的にあいつにとって
To
それ以
her,
外は
everyone else is just a pawn on the chessboard. Her
利
older
用する
brother,
ものでし
her
かない。
parents, her friends.
俺も
Wow. We really were the mastermind this whole time.
僕は
Good.
Hmm.
僕はいつか
Could I heal her
姉さんを
someday?
救えるのかな
Nope, not just
で
you,
きる
buddy.
だろ
God
むしろ
damn it, Huntsman.
お前じゃなきゃ
Sure
でき
you
ないと
could.
俺は思う
If
ぞ
you ask me, probably has to be you.
Yeah, go back to the cage, slap her in the face. That's a good start, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Shake her, go like, you're acting crazy.
グレーテル
Gretel.
お前がやったこと
All
は
you've done cannot
取り
be
返しの
undone.
つかないことだ
It's like
Yeah.
actions have
一からやり
consequences.
直すことはできる
But you can start over from the beginning.
まずは
All the way back from level 1?
自
Let's
分をコントロ
go.
ールする術を身につけるん
First,
だ
you need to learn how to control yourself without relying on candy.
感情の起伏を
Get your
抑え
mood
good.
swings in
人並み
check.
の倫理観と
Then spend time relearning
Dotokanを
proper
改めて
ethics
覚え
and
ろ
morals.
I'm not sure if we can just teach morals, but we can try.
Yeah, he's young enough still. He's still a teen. There's a chance.
Like ethics, probably. Morals,
we can
you
try.
kinda- it's kind of like self-developed as you learn ethics.
Yeah.
そして慣れてきたら
Then once you've
さら
adjusted,
にお菓子の
we
量を
can
減ら
reduce
し
your
ていく
candy intake further.
They're getting him
Detail
clean.
You have to think
Gretel.
for yourself, Gretel.
お菓子という甘
Free
い支配
yourself
から
from sugar's
自分を
clutches.
解き放て
Watch this be like an entire plot,
姉さんに
like
頼らずに
ploy set up
今
by
度こそ自分の
Reikyu and
力で
Huntsman. This entire
道を切り開くんだ
I wouldn't
Nah,
know
it's-
that, but
It seems too long, Connie.
yeah. I mean, I guess there was a long con with Red, but it wasn't as long, you know?
Yeah, it was like, okay, we got a couple weeks to throw this together.
Yeah. From there, you need to walk on your own 2 feet. Without your sister constantly guiding you.
I was wondering how they were going to turn this around, and it's like, yes, we're getting him clean.
I woke to a loud crackling sound and a peculiar burnt smell. Where the fuck did Red go? Smoke poured in through the gaps in the walls. Finally, that took forever. Oh, okay. Right about now, fire was probably spewing out of the top of the chimney outside. Alright, we sent Red on an errand, right?
Yeah, we did.
I forgot. I forgot. This was the chimney fire, caused by... Huh?
Creosote.
PG analysis.
It's some sort of like lighter fluid, or like built up of gunk and shit.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I could gather that, but how Reed worded the world may never know.
Look, I knew she was cold, but I didn't think she set the whole place on fire, you know?
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Anyways, igniting inside the chimney pipe. As the chimney burned, it would ignite the surrounding walls with the whole cabin, until the whole cabin was on fire, roasting me alive. Well,
What the fuck?
Gretel wasn't here. Nor was anyone else who could save me, like Red Riding Hood. All my preparations were in place. Gretel. Leaning against the bars, I reflected on the past. You know, that's one hell of a way to commit suicide, but like, I don't know. Pain-free?
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Yeah, roasting yourself alive isn't usually a go-to way to go about that, you know?
I mean, I know now that she was crazy, but like,
Damn.
I didn't realize how crazy.
After he had his first violent outburst at school, I went and had one of my own. The idea came to me in the middle of a lecture. I thought to myself, why am I just sitting around while the person I love is suffering?
Oh.
I contemplated how I could free him from the bird cage. I thought long and hard about how to bring him home again. And then it hit me.
Bonk.
If he's crazy, then I'll be crazy too. So I grabbed a chair, walked over to the windows, and smashed them, as if it was the most ordinary thing in the world.
Damn.
Of course, I made sure no one nearby would get hurt from the glass shards. Silly, isn't it? I was crazy, and yet I somehow had the mental capacity to take other people into consideration. That makes you not crazy.
Yeah, that just makes you a vandal.
Yeah. When my parents came to get me, I told them. I want you to choose. Either get him out of there, or put me in there with him.
And the game really can't keep up with all the fire effects, can it?
Not really, no, it's struggling. Sure enough, just as planned, they demoted him from quarantine to merely a stay-at-home suspension, and I received a suspension of my own. Of course, I never told him any of this. After all, I knew it would only make him sad. No, she really tore me a new one over it. The memory of his white-hot fury made me laugh. He went on and on about what a fool I was.
That's okay, Spooky. She's just warming up a little, you know?
Yeah, just getting cozy, don't worry about it. Demo so good night. After what I did, Wolf was the only friend I had left. No surprise there, of course. Who'd want to be friends with a nutjob who went around smashing windows with a chair? I didn't mind. After all, the pain of losing my friends was nothing compared to the pain of being apart from my beloved. In the past, I had told Wolf that, from Gretel's perspective, I was essentially his whole world. But the reverse applied to me, too. Gretel was my everything.
Codependency. Codependency.
We weren't really brother and sister, but after spending time in the same living environment, the two of us had come to resemble one another. But now it's all over. After all, I had regained my memories. If I'm the one in control of him, And if I'm the wicked witch tying him down, then I'll throw myself into the fires of hell, literally. Perhaps I was caught somewhere between sister and witch, sanity and madness. What's the difference between sanity and madness? Or, no, never mind. And so, Gretel set off into the forest to retrieve his sister. It was a deep, deep forest. But there was no cause for concern. After all, the bright red flame served as a guiding light all the way back to the candy house.
Free myself from sugar's clutches and walk on my own 2 feet without sister constantly guiding me. Time to think for myself instead of blindly following orders. After I parted ways with Mr. Hunter, I headed back to the candy house where my sister was waiting. I'd promised myself I would get the candy, but in the end, all I got was a lecture. I'm so stupid. Surely I could have simply taken the candy from him by force.
I don't know. I think he's stronger than you.
Yeah.
Perhaps all the candy had numbed me to my anger. Numbered me. 1s, 2s, 3s. I'm particularly fond of 4s. Or did I simply not wish to cause him any harm? Deep down, do I think of him as my brother?
I don't know. He's been giving you some pretty sound life advice, even if he does kind of ignore you from time to time.
I think it's because he picked the option for Gretel to, like, please not harm anyone.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well.
You know, teaching him ethics and morals, you know, what Ryoshi said.
That can't be it. I couldn't possibly feel that way.
You called him brother twice. That is a big improvement from the 0 times that you called him that since now.
Hopefully he doesn't fall for him too.
Oh, okay.
Gay, homosexual, gay. To me, my brother was my whole world. She was the only connection I had left. My most precious treasure. As long as I had her, I didn't need anything else. Or so I told myself. She was the only thing keeping me tied to this world. Why would I possibly care about the rest of the family? What is it that I actually want?
Good luck, buddy. You will spend the next decade trying to figure that out. And then some.
Currently, I was on my way back to the candy house. But what then? Would we keep living there?
Probably not for long.
Could we keep living there?
Probably
Not after the structural damage.
Nope.
I had already eaten all of my candy.
That's gonna be the least of your worries real quick, fast.
Without it, I couldn't be sure I could hold myself back. I might tarnish my only treasure with my own 2 hands. What am I doing? At least there's this bright light up ahead. I was the one who insisted I didn't want her. I put her in that cage. And I left her there and went off to fetch more candy. Sister. I was terrified. The more I thought about it, the more my limbs started to shake. If we kept living together, I would live in fear, knowing I might pounce on her at any time. But I was the only one who could unlock her cage. If I left her locked up in there, would it stop me from feasting on her?
I mean, you at least have to wait till she's done cooking.
Could I sit and wait patiently for my food like a dog? Wait. Suddenly I spotted a bright light in the distance.
Here we go.
But it was far too early for the sun to rise.
Good on you.
Squinting through the darkness, I realized I was looking at a fire. My blood ran cold. I took off running in the direction of the candy house. On the way, however, I bumped into someone I wasn't expecting.
Oh, hi, Red.
Gretel!
Gretel.
赤ずきんさん
Red Riding Hood!
Oh, thank God. I was looking
あ
for
なた
you.
を探してたんです。
僕を
You were?
急いで小
You
屋
have
に
to
向かっ
hurry
てくだ
back
さい
to the house. Your
あな
sister's
たのお姉
trapped
さ
in
んがあの
there.
中に
As he spoke, he pointed at the burning cabin. Well, of course she's locked in there. I know! As I tried to jog past him, he grabbed me by the arm to stop me.
待ってください
Wait, his
あ
sister
なた
asked
のお
me
姉
to
さん
give
か
you
ら預かり
this.
物です
But that's... It was the green ribbon. The ribbon wasn't a tool I acquired through the wizard. It was a surprise present I had quietly bought for my sister. With this, I understood everything. My sister had caused this fire on purpose. She was prepared to die. For me.
And he's gonna take matters into his own hands, run in there, unlock the cage, and save her ass, because that's what he wants to do.
Cough, hack, wheeze. The smoke stung my eyes until they welled with tears. I was lying flat on my stomach, trying to avoid breathing the smoke, but the oxygen was running out.
Girl, you're trying to die. Why are you avoiding the shit that's gonna kill you?
No. And the fire was quickly closing in. Once it ignited, it had wasted no time spreading through the house. Judging from the heat and density of the smoke, I only had a few minutes until the fire reached the cage. Or maybe I would die of carbon monoxide poisoning first. On second thought, maybe that would be a more preferable death. After all, I would be unconscious by the time the fire got to me. I wanted to pass away quietly while thinking of him. In my hazy mind, I wondered to myself, has Red Riding Hood met up with Gretel? Had he given him the ribbon? The reason I entrusted that ribbon to Red, why, I wanted Gretel to have it, was simply because Gretel was my only regret. I had severed so many connections. He was the only one I had left. My love for him was my dearest treasure. It was the only thing keeping me tied to this world, literally. I wish you could have gone to college with me, Gretel. Just then.
Sister!
He dashed over to the birdcage. Gretel. I grasped the metal bars with both hands and pulled myself close to him. How does that not burn her? Anyway,
The fire hasn't reached the cage
今
yet.
ここから出しますから
I guess.
Wait right there! I'm gonna get you out of here!
As he spoke, he jammed the key into the lock. You're going to let me out?
当たり前ですよ
Damn right I am! I'm not gonna let you die in here!
Damn.
But the big difference is that this is his choice.
Yeah. I could hear him struggling with the lock.
Which is why he's the hero now.
なんでだよ
Damn it! It would open! Why? Did someone hit it with an axe?
The key wouldn't turn. Maybe the lock had melted in the heat. Gretel. I reached to the bars and touched his hand. This is my way of letting you know I had accepted my fate. I'm the one tying you down. You'll be better off without me. He froze. Then he gritted his teeth and glared at me.
やっぱり
I knew it! You caused this fire, didn't you?
Yep.
あの人の言った通りだ
He was right about you.
あんたは
You're insane!
So, tayo. And you have to defeat the wicked witch. I shot him a wink.
Otherwise, he'll gobble me up.
I'll roast you alive and swallow you whole. I licked my lips. Gretel, you're always suffering because of me. You had a violent outburst and destroyed your dream, all because of me. I know just how hard you've been working. I've been watching you all this time. I love seeing you devote yourself to your passions. I wanted to do whatever I could for you. But it backfired. and as a result, I ended up hurting you.
Codependency.
I'm sorry you had to get hurt because of me.
違う
No,
姉さんのせいじゃない
it wasn't your fault.
Gretel stared at the floor and shook his head. Oh, Gretel, you're such a sweetheart. No matter what anyone else says, you'll always be the perfect guy for me. No.
Stop that. That's not helping right now, Reikyu.
That's why I wanted to make your dream come true. I wanted to go to college with you, take the same classes with you. You could have had a fairy tale ending. Your dream was my dream. But it's time you were freed from the wicked witch who chained you down. You could still follow your dreams without me. You'll sparkle. I just know it. But as long as I'm around, you won't realize that. And as long as I'm around, I'll eventually consume you.
あなたはまたそう
There you go, coddling me again.
かそうですね
I'm your witch, after all.
悪い魔女
The very wickedest.
Yep, I'm a wicked witch, and you'll look like my next meal.
姉さん
Sister,
Gretel, you've always been so appetizing to me. I love you so much, more than I can express. I want to touch you, and I want you to touch me. But if you want me to stay your sister, then I'll give up on ever finding the treasure of my dreams. After all, if I'm forced to choose between you or my treasure, then I'll cast my love into the fire. That way, I could be your sister instead. I'll be your treasure. Just then, the fire closed in on us.
炎が
the flames.
Gretel, you have to run.
Never.
Think about it. If you stay here, we'll both die. We'll have to leave me here. You have to live, Gretel.
それはそうかもしれませんが
I know,
だけど
but
姉さん
I
を
can't
置いていく
just
なんて
leave you
僕には
here.
できません
So you want to die with me?
No, he wants you both to live,
Yeah.
idiot.
それも
yeah, maybe that wouldn't be so bad.
Gretel, no.
Gretel. Focus, buddy.
Over here, buddy. As he spoke, he tied our hands together with a green ribbon through the bars of the cage. God damn it, Gretel.
God damn it, you fucking sappy, you son of a bitch.
Gretel.
ずっと
I've been thinking about it for a long time, wondering how I could fight your sweet
姉さ
temptation.
んの甘い誘惑にあの時
In
僕
the
は姉さん
past, I begged you not to abandon me,
と頼んだ優しい姉さんは
so you took me by the hand and led me here to the candy
こ
house.
のおかしな家まで連れてきて楽しかったですよ
I had so much fun living here with you.
過ごした日々はでも
I am before Gretel summons superhuman strength and yeets the cage out of the house.
But at the same time, it was agony.
ずっと兄弟でい
It
る
was impossible for me to keep up the brother charade forever.
無理だったんですよ今でもこんなに辛いんだ
I'm still in agony to this day. I can't possibly hold myself back for the rest of
そ
time.
うもない
Skill issue.
でも
Yeah.
But
No
でも
buts.
bottom.
姉さんと今
If we died here,
ここで一緒に
you and me, then I get to die as your brother.
ここでいられる
Hmm.
姉さん僕たち
I won't let anyone sever our connection, sister. Not even you. Not even me.
姉さんにも
Well, alright then.
姉さん
Sister,
悪い魔女を倒
I'm
す
not strong enough to defeat the wicked witch. I hope you can forgive me.
I'm sorry too, Gretel. Sorry for being such an awful sister.
姉さん
I mean, you were pretty bad.
Yeah.
Sister,
僕は姉さんがいれば
as long as I have you, I don't need candy. If we starve, we starve together.
Yeah. This cage is ours alone.
姉さん
Oh, sister.
That's the good ending? What the fuck?
I'm not sure.
Wizard, now's your time to pop out.
Yep.
こうして
Here he is.
おかしな家は真っ
And
赤
so,
に燃え
the
上が
candy
り
house went up in flames,
兄弟を
as
焼き
did
尽く
the
し
two
ました。
siblings.
Boo.
The house was now empty, and all that remained were the treasures left behind. And so they died happily ever after with their treasures. The end.
Boo.
Yeah.
You know, when a story ends with the end, you know it's unsatisfying.
Yeah, especially when it's the wizard saying it. And it's
Yeah,
not
fuck
his
the wizard,
route.
man. All right.
Next
Well,
time.
let's look up. Let's look up what we have to do.
Yeah. I remember the name of the game. Trust.
It's literally right on the screen right now.
Listen, I can't look at the game and the browser at the same time. I don't have two monitors.
That sounds like a one monitor issue.
It is.
All right, let's see.
And
You want to find different guides and see which one's right?
How about we just stick with the first one and hope it's fine?
All right, let's see. Gretel walkthrough. Oh, I have a guide up. It says that we're supposed to swear to Gretel.
Oh no, we did that. I think.
No, we swore to God.
Oh right.
'Cause
I'm not sure that one is important enough because he ignored us regardless, though.
Yeah, he did.
Let's see, what ones seem important? And there's that one save one there, that might be an important one.
Yeah, I was like
Yeah.
saying, like, what's this no, do as you're told, get revenge, the birdcage, the kitchen, the bed, the closet? Like, I don't think we've had any of these choices. Like, the birdcage, the kitchen, the bed, the closet.
I don't remember. Either way is investigatory, so... Do as you're told. I don't think we did that.
Well, I'm thinking we just do what we should have did with Cinderella's route. Just go from the beginning and just speed run every option. That is the quickest way we get to a guaranteed happy ending.
But with the first... Like with Cinderella, we were able to find the one that we actually needed to change, and that was fine. And when with Red, we accidentally skipped over it like dimwits, so...
Oh, right, sorry, I meant with Red. Like, we figured out that from Red, we should probably just start from the very first save file we did.
Okay, we picked the red one for that option. We picked its phone.
But we didn't swear to Gretel the first time, we swore to God.
That doesn't matter, I don't think.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because not all the options we've made have always matched up, and we still got the endings.
Okay. I know we've saved it every time we had to make a choice, though, so...
Yeah. But there's also this, which is more convenient to look at.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see. Especially since this is in order. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
So how is college? That one.
I was gonna say, you just
where
wanted to go from, like,
stay.
2 and just keep checking our choices.
I just the ones that I think are important first. Because I'm not that
Okay.
desperate yet. Because there's
We're
one
not
that says,
desperate
like,
yet.
save one, and I think that's gonna be the one that might have fucked us up. But I'm trying to figure out which option is, because these are not numbered.
Well, we know it's, like, every option. Oh, yeah, but sometimes scenarios have multiple options, that's right.
I think it's this one. Yeah. So, pick 2. Do you swear to God or Gretel? Yes or no question. How is college? Yes or no question, yes or no question, yes or no question. Save one. We put
You have
yes.
a problem with it?
Okay, that one we were supposed to put no, so that's why we... That might be
Okay.
a firm one.
Alright, let's press no and see what happens.
Yeah.
Well, press no and then go through all the other choices leading up to the big one.
Yeah. No, that's not it. I'm angry because you constantly disregard my right to autonomy.
Hey!
Autonomy, huh?
Why? Why is that like that? God damn it, Reikyu. There was a pregnant pause. For whatever
I'm
reason.
not even sure. I'm not even sure what she means by that.
加速されたぐらいで 揺らぐものなんですか?
Is that all it takes to rob you of your autonomy? Some wrist restraints?
Yes,
Yes.
actually. Confused, I furrowed my brow. Suppressing the impatience I felt, I willed myself to stay calm. Listen, Gretel, we're gonna be living here together, right?
ええ
Yes,
So
that's right.
Your choice to voice Reiki with your nut voice has never been more appropriate. Yes, I know. And yet, you expect me to stay tied up the whole time? No free will of my own. Don't you think maybe it's a little inhumane to take the power of choice away from me?
そうかもしれませんね。
Perhaps so.
でも自由になり
But
たい
let
な
me
ら
ask you this.
それこ
If
そ
you want
姉
your
さんの
freedom
心
so
がけ次第
badly,
じゃないでしょう
don't
か。
you think you need to earn it? No.
What do you mean?
今日も姉さんは僕の言い
Today
つけ
you
を破って
disobeyed me and let a total
よく知りもしない
stranger into our
人間を
house.
家に
Isn't
あげま
that
したよ。
right? Okay, so this is after wizard talk.
Okay, now I understand why that ended up being a mistake, because we chose to, like, tell the truth-ish.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but... My words faltered. He was right. I mean, who is that guy anyway? You know him, right?
さあ
No
ぶっちゃけ
idea.
僕も
It's a
わかりませ
mystery
ん
to me too.
Wait, what? I blinked.
あの人が何者なのか
I don't know
何を
who he
考えている
is
のか
or
も
what he's got
わ
up
かり
his
ません
sleeve, but he's useful to me.
ただ
So I'll make use of him.
あの
End
人
of
は利用
story.
できるから
Fair enough, I
利用
guess.
しているだけです
I fell silent. He was so desperate to imprison me, he accepted assistance from someone he couldn't be sure he could trust.
賢い姉さんのことですから
Given how clever you are, I imagine you've already started to piece together exactly where we are.
The forest. I paused to think about it. A summer home somewhere?
This sounds like repeating dialogue, but
It doesn't say previously read yet, so...
oh, okay, cool. Let's keep moving then.
He didn't answer. Instead, he smiled knowingly. But I wanted to get some kind of response out of him, so I decided to tell him everything I'd worked out. It's been 2 days since I first got here, or maybe longer, since I don't know what day of the week it is. You claim you've been going to school, but to me, it feels like you got home way too quickly. You probably haven't been going to school at all, have you? What have you been doing out there, Gretel?
姉さんは本当に頭
Your
がいいな
brilliant mind never ceases to amaze
感
me,
心します
sister.
よ
He stared out into space for a moment. His expression seemed almost sad. Now I was starting to worry. Come on, Gretel, talk to me. I could tell you're doing all this for a reason, and it's important to you. But is this really the only way?
あるからしているんじゃないですか
If I had any other option, I would have taken it by now.
But surely you realize this can't last forever. Oh, sorry, I forgot that was me still. His gaze faltered for a moment, then returned to
Kaguya's
me.
gonna be fun.
I mean, I'll probably be more used to it by then, but who knows? And then we'll switch back again.
Yeah, and then we'll be tripping over each other's lines again. It'll be funny.
Oh, yeah. You know that, right? If the rest of the family finds out that we ran away from home and stopped going to school, they're going to come looking for us.
探しに来ませんよ
No, they won't.
He shot back coldly.
あの人たちは
Those people
僕たちを
have
捨てたんです
abandoned us.
Abandoned us.
We know this is false now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said it.
Hmm.
I'm gonna live in my little Delulu land.
I paused to think. Was it possible? Could they have actually abandoned us? Do you believe Gretel? We haven't gotten this choice before, so yeah, it was that one choice. Ha. The guide says to say
no.
yes, though, unfortunately.
Oh,
Or, yeah, no. The guide says yes.
I was gonna say mine says no, do as you're told, get revenge.
So, this is the yes or no right before do as you're told.
Oh, okay, yeah, mine says no for that.
Interesting, because mine says yes.
All right.
It might be one that doesn't matter, to be honest.
Yeah, it could be a doesn't matter one. It's just like getting to this point is what matters, not the actual answer. You get
Yeah.
here.
Like I told you with the other one that you thought we had to go back to the very beginning.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Let's follow your guide because I don't want to say yes, to be honest.
I don't want to say yes either. That's why I was like, I really hope it's no.
Let
If
me-
we could just say whatever here, then let's say
save
no.
just in case, but yeah.
Yeah.
There was just no way it could be true. Not that my family would never abandon us, but rather, I got the sense that Gretel was keeping me in the dark about a lot of things.
I
I don't really care if you believe me or not.
And that's why the choice doesn't matter.
Yep, exactly.
I'm not taking orders from anyone. I'm gonna do exactly what I want. Which is whatever you want, sister.
He rose to his feet and tied the ribbon to the birdcage in the center of the room.
I do so love to see you all wrapped up like a gift.
Previously read, please.
Nope, not yet.
Nope. All right, cool. We missed a lot.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The room was quiet, save for the faint rustle of flipping pages. I was lying on the bed. Gretel was sitting on the chair in the center of the room, reading a book. I was too far away to get a clear look at the front cover, but I could tell it was some kind of math textbook. Nerd.
Yeah, fucking nerd.
Given the circumstances, it was almost laudable of him to keep on his schoolwork.
Because he's a fucking nerd.
Either that, or he was
Oh.
completely insane. I mean, it's math, so probably.
Yeah. You can't do sane math, is all I'm saying. Math is always some sort of insanity. And then they threw letters into it for some reason.
Yeah. Hmm.
Whoever the psychopath that put letters in math, fuck you.
Honestly, the more I tried to see things from his perspective, the less I understood. He seemed like a sinner and a saint all wrapped up into one. So human.
Cool, men. I've never heard of the word.
He teased me, provoked me, and tied me up. Yet he never went further than that. Even his most condescending commands were never enforced. His worst offenses never crossed the line. Granted, this is all just my personal opinion. Other people would probably feel differently. And obviously it didn't make his actions permissible. Important last part there. But if he was going to hurt me, he would have done it by now. I guess. Take these wrist restraints, for example. If push came to shove, I could untie them myself, or even burn them off. I could escape if I needed to. And there was no way a guy as smart as Gretel had somehow failed to realize that. Want me to help you with your schoolwork, you fucking nerd? I called out to him in a cheerful voice, hoping to clear away the awkward tension from earlier.
Yeah, 結構です
No, thank you.
Come on, don't be shy.
いえ別に遠慮なんてしてません
I'm not being shy. I just have a lot of schoolwork on my plate. You know how long it takes to kidnap someone?
Oh dear. From Al Jazeera, honestly surprised Google's first result for this wasn't Wikipedia. Muhammad ibn Musa I can't say that. Oh man. Was a 9th
Sorry.
century Muslim mathematician and astronomer. He is known as the father of algebra, a word derived from the title of his book. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Kitab algebra.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone asked,
Cool.
but thanks.
Probably a cool dude.
Mm,
But fuck. Nah, letters in math are actually pretty important. Like having a letter stand in as any number and then you figure it out later. Pretty important for math, honestly.
but math is a social construct.
Math has taught us so many things about our world that we would just not know if we didn't theorize in math.
I know.
It's insane.
It is insane.
Like everything we have about our modern world can be basically traced back to math, including science.
This isn't about math, though. This is about Gretel being a lunatic.
Oh yeah, he's still a lunatic. Like there's no question there.
He answered flatly, without sparing me a single glance. I pouted my lips. Then, finally, he looked up from his book.
I just wanted people to know what my true feelings on math are. I got algebra. I don't need more than that.
Yeah, fair.
Are you bored?
Yeah.
寝てればいいじゃないですか
Well, stop being bored. You're distracting me. Then go to sleep.
I'm not tired.
へえ
Oh, I see. Here's a sedative.
His gaze returned to the book. There's nothing to do here. I'm bored. I flailed my legs
Fair.
in protest. But Gretel just ignored me, so I gave up. I couldn't even entertain myself by throwing a tantrum.
Aw.
If you were at home, I could be cooking, or cleaning, or doing laundry right about now.
Fair.
I muttered sulkily. The main room was fairly large, but here in total silence, any small sound would echo.
面倒なことから解放されてむしろラッキ
You
ーじゃ
should
な
be
いですか
grateful you don't have to waste all your time with all that anymore.
Doing
Also, the fact that you can't fart in here without me hearing it.
Look, she said any tiny sound. We all know what she meant.
I don't think that's what she meant at all, but thanks, Relix.
Look, sometimes you just gotta fart, man.
A little toilet humor has a treat.
That's later.
Doing chores is never a waste of time.
それは殊勝なことで
Well, aren't you a saint?
Come on, let's play a game or something.
Let's play I Spy. I spy something white. Get back to me in an hour with your answer.
At last, Gretel closed his textbook.
トランプでもします
Do you want to play cards or something?
I can't play cards without my hands.
じゃあ
Sure you can,
しりと
just hold
り
it
で
in
も
your
しますかしりとりはい
Okay.
姉さんどう
Then how
ぞ
about a word chain? The first word is chain. Okay, your turn.
Nectarine.
ご飯
Equinox.
I should have known Gretel wouldn't make this easy on me. Xylophone.
Okay, I see. So word chain is that you have to start your next word with the last letter of the word that they gave.
Yep.
Earwax.
Xenophobia.
Wow.
Apex.
Xenograph.
ないな
Wow. He's just giving her all the X words.
Tax.
Xanthic.
修正案
Complex.
Xenotransplantation.
なんでそんなに最初に「ん」がつく
How do you
言葉
know
を
so
知っ
many
てるん
words
で
that
すか
start with X?
I memorized a whole bunch a long time ago, specifically in case this ever happened. That's very
Wow.
Reikyu core. I smirked smugly.
どうでもいいことしますね
Clearly, you have no life.
Oh my god, she was playing the long game for real.
She was like, just in case anybody ever tries to trip me up in word chain with X words.
Yes. So you're
I'm ready. Xenotosaurus.
so you're giving up because that means I win.
別にいいですよそれで
Suit yourself.
ん
For
で
the
始ま
record,
る
there are
言葉
far
よ
more
りも
words that end
ん
in
で
X
終わ
that
る
start
言葉
with
の方が
X.
はる
So
か
he's
に多い
basically
です
saying
か
he
ら
would have won the long game.
Yeah.
That sounds like loser talk, though.
This wiped the smirk right off my face. I flopped down on the bed and turned away from him.
そういえば今日のお風呂はどうしますか
Oh, that reminds me. Did you want to take a bath today? Or next week?
I shot back up again. Even I was impressed with how quickly I was able to change my tune.
暇なら今から一風呂浴
Perhaps
び
you
て
could
くれば
pass
い
the
いじゃ
time
な
with
い
a
で
nice
すか
long soak.
安心
Say
浴
it
でデトックスですよ
stimulates the metabolism too.
Are you saying I
Blah,
need to
blah, blah,
lose
blah, blah.
weight? I scowled.
まさか姉さん
Not
のいい
at
と
all.
ころの一
If
つは
anything,
おっ
that
ぱい
would
なんです
detract
か
from your big
痩
boobs.
せたらむし
I
ろ
hate to
マイ
see
ナ
you
スで
lose
す
one of
よ
your best features.
Desperate.
Right, we're still in the creepy part.
Yeah. Desperately, I bit back the urge to scream. Seeing as he somehow knew my panty size, it really came as no surprise that I think he probably knew my cup size as well. Just to be clear, you aren't going around making these inappropriate comments to anyone else, are you?
するはずがありません。
Of course
僕は
not,
姉
sister.
さん以外の
With
女
any
の
other girl, I'm a
非
perfect
常に
gentleman.
紳士的な対応をとっ
Do you see me kidnap any other girls?
You could be a gentleman with me too, you know. That said, this came out as a bit of relief.
Wow, she really is a psycho.
I was happy to know that he limited this rude, unreasonable behavior to me only. In a way, it made me special. And I liked the idea of having a special connection with him, even if it wasn't romantic.
さあ、着替えも用意してますので、
Now
安
then,
心してお
I
入り
got a
ください
change of clothes prepared for you, so go on in.
We get to see the maid outfit again? Let's fucking go.
I think it's gonna be the cat Kugu.
Oh yeah, maid outfit wasn't till later.
Mm-hmm. Great.
I mean, spoilers.
What costume is he gonna put me in this time?
You fucking pervert gobshite.
Yeah, so even this
Do as
one's
you're
new.
told.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what my guide says too.
Mm-hmm. Still gonna save anyway.
Yeah, of course. Can't hurt.
Okay, well, untie me first.
はい
No, I mean, fine.
Gretel rose from his chair and walked over to me.
あ
Wait,
What is it? He came to a stop and fixed me with a long stare.
やっぱり今日は僕
on
が先に
second
入ろう
thought,
と思い
I
ます
think I should hop in
いい
first.
ですか
Is that okay with you?
Huh? Sure, I don't mind.
Ooh, this is new.
I tilted my head inquisitively.
僕が入っている間に
Don't get up to any
何か
mischief while I'm in
悪さしない
there,
でください
okay?
ね
Well, I wasn't until you said something.
I don't think he's taking a shower, but I think we're still too early for cameras to be invented, so I think we're in the clear.
Is this reverse psychology? Or no, cameras definitely were invented because of the punks that...
All right, they have cell
recorded.
phones. Fuck.
Yeah. Of course not. I'm not you, you know. I laughed.
そうですか お先に失礼しま
I
す
see. All right then. See you in a bit.
And with that, he disappeared into the bathroom.
You fucking pervert gobshite.
Hugh. Now then. Once
Mischief.
I confirmed the door was shut, I got up from the bed. Another new
Now that
option.
Gretel's in the shower, you decided to... What does your guide say?
Play a prank.
Mine says get revenge, which I'm pretty sure is the same thing, so...
Yeah.
We'll go with yours.
Hehehe. Time to get my revenge for all the humiliation he's put me through. I totally sounded like a villain from a shonen manga, but I didn't care.
あそうだ
Oh, one last thing.
Yeah. And so the villain's plan was foiled in one fell swoop.
Damn it, girl.
Why? Because Gretel had walked out of the bathroom in his underwear. As if
Wow,
someone
in
had
his underwear.
As if someone had shown a flashlight in my face. I immediately realized I couldn't put my hands over my eyes, so instead I squeezed them shut.
はしたないギャーなんて仮にも女性なんで
Listen
す
to
か
you. How
もうちょっと
vulgar.
可愛く
You're
叫んで
supposed to be a
ください
woman,
よ
so why do you scream like an
一体
old
何やって
man?
るんですか
What's the matter with you?
Thanks. I could hear the annoyance in his voice. Oh yeah? Well, what's the matter with you? Either put on a shirt or shut the door.
はい閉めました
Okay, I've shut the door. He didn't.
Nice try, Gretel. I might go back inside.
Oh, that's
Hmm.
even smarter,
姉
this
さんも学習
fucking
してま
guy.
したね
I have to take notes from that one, because that's actually really good.
It appears I taught you well.
I knew it. You were trying to trick me.
今さらかまと飛ぶって
Well, yeah.
僕の下着だって平気な顔
You
して
can
洗
drop the
濯
little
してたじゃ
prude
ないで
act,
す
by the
か
way. You've had to wash my underwears 100 times by now.
What's the difference between washing your underwear and then seeing it on the person?
Form.
Still a difference.
Also, Do not take notes from Gretel, just for the pranks, or like following, you know, instructions to the letter, but not the meaning.
Yeah.
Because I know how to do that. It's pretty funny.
Your underwear is not the same thing as your naked body. Half naked.
いや別に真っ裸じゃなくて下着姿ですし
I'm not naked though. I'm wearing boxers.
第
See?
一姉さんが持っていた少女小説でも
Besides,
アンラの
this is
男
nothing
の
compared to your Harlequin
ほ
novel.
ぐれつって
Weren't
感じ
they
でした
rolling
よ
around half naked on the floor at one point? Okay, now he's starting to take it to a weird spot.
How's that nothing compared? All he has to do is go on the floor and roll around. There you go. He's also
Yeah,
half
like,
naked, buddy.
All he has to do is get on the ground, you know?
La 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 la. I'm not listening. Ah. Unable to.
See, this is what I missed from like this type of relationship, the brother sister one. It's just the
Yeah.
constant teasing back and forth. This is what I was expecting for like most of the playthrough, honestly.
Yeah.
And then we just got super creeper vibes.
I think it's because of that one mistake we made.
It's red all over again.
Yeah.
Peachy.
Get on the floor and
I
bark
mean-
like the little bitch you are, Gretel.
I mean, you're not wrong, but like, damn, girl, contain your bloodlust.
That tamer intensifies. Oh boy.
Hell yeah.
Unable to bear it,
I'm a
I
brat.
dropped to my knees. Get a room.
No.
All that screaming had left me out of breath. Then, after a moment, I heard the bathroom door open and shut. I raised my head and slowly, timidly opened my eyes. Okay. There we go. Evidently, Gretel had actually gone back into the bathroom this time. I could hear the water running.
La, la.
You'd think that would be
La,
enough to
la,
fool
la,
me,
la,
but the
la.
joke's on you. I rolled around to find no one there. Wait, what?
The girl's too vigilant for her own good.
Yeah. Now then, where was I? Gretel's taking
Playing a
bath.
prank.
So what's my next move? If this were a perfect world, I'd have some cringy costume ready for him to wear. But unfortunately, my life wasn't that convenient at present.
Oh.
So I decided to look through the cabin for any alternatives. Ah, yes. This is why we haven't gotten this.
Oh.
Should we just do them in the order that they're presented, since it doesn't matter?
It really doesn't matter. I think we just have to search them all, don't we?
Yeah. I still can't get used to how creepy this thing is. I walked around the full circumference of the bird cage.
Creepy.
And it
It's the ultimate home for birds. Maximizing both visibility and comfort.
Okay, bird. It appeared to be an ordinary metal cage with no modifications, but it contrasted sharply with the rest of the decor. My curiosity was drawn to it like a magnet.
Look, I'm not saying I'm not biased here. I'm just saying you're not giving it a chance.
Oh, it opened. As I fumbled at the door handle with my bound hands, I felt the lock click open. And so, I walked into the cage without a second thought. Being inside it felt much more cramped and oppressive than its external appearance would suggest.
Cramped?
But I guess
It's
cages
perfect
aren't
metal
really supposed to be
size.
comfortable.
But they are.
I wandered into the kitchen. Then I checked the cupboards and fridge, but couldn't find anything especially interesting. Phew. We only had paper plates and plastic silverware. Anything that could be used as a weapon, like the kitchen knives, were stored out of my reach.
Damn.
Evidently, he was looking out for my safety. Or maybe his own. It was hard to say.
His own.
I peered under the bed. It was too dark to see much of anything. I squinted as best as I could, but as far as I could see, the floor was perfectly spotless.
Girl, you can whittle down that plastic, just saying. So true, PG. start gnawing your teeth on it, you know, sharpen it to a point.
He opened the closet to find my freshly cleaned clothes hanging up to dry. I didn't realize he hung them up for me.
Make him wear one of your dresses. Let's go. Put on the dress, Gretel.
I turned around so I could feel whether they were all dry. Nice and dry. Good. It was still early winter, but with the wood-burning stove running 24/7, the interior of the cabin was toasty warm. That must have helped. Additionally, I could see some clothes I didn't recognize. There were a few shopping bags sitting on the floor of the closet. I reached in and found several more pairs of women's underwear. Oh. I knew he was trying to be considerate, but I couldn't help but feel a little weirded out.
Make him wear the panty.
He might be into that, though.
He might, but you know.
Upon further inspection, I realized
You work with what you got.
these all still had the tags attached. He only went out and bought me brand new underwear, huh? Granted, he might have ordered them online for all I knew, but I didn't understand why he couldn't have simply grabbed some for my room instead. Yeah. Was there a reason he felt the need to purchase new ones? Why risk the embarrassment of buying women's underwear? Lastly, I stood in front of the wood-burning stove. The smell of ash met my nostrils, and when I bent down, I could see embers still glowing faintly through the tiny glass window. So much for that, I guess. Gretel had extinguished the fire himself. Supposedly he did it to keep me safe. But though the fire was out, there was still enough residual heat to keep me warm. I had now examined the entire cabin. Sadly, I had failed to discover anything especially interesting.
But did you look on the ceiling? Bum bum bum.
It says gullible, so I've heard.
Really?
Yeah. Take a look.
What doesn't? Look, Saki, there's nothing up there.
You sure?
Yeah. Look, I'll double check. Same, nothing up there.
Okay. Then again, I guess I already did most of the investigating yesterday, rather. Well, now what? There's nothing left for me to do. I guess I don't have a choice. Oh well. The only option available to me was to make him laugh at my own expense. You guessed it. Making funny faces.
Oh, that's your only comeback.
So I donned the weirdest face I could come up with and waited patiently for Gretel to come out of the bathroom.
You know your face is gonna freeze like that. I'm back.
Whoa, he's got a waiter outfit.
Then I burst out laughing. Yes, me, not him. Why? Why are you wearing that? He had walked out wearing a waiter uniform of all things. I struggled to contain myself.
Don't I look good in it?
Oh, totally, of course you do. I nodded vigorously. I'm sorry, I just wasn't expecting you to walk out wearing that.
Now we match, see?
Almost cute. Oh, you're right, we're like a cosplay couple. I made myself laugh again.
Yep, maid and deranged butler.
Looking back, I'm not sure why I found this so hilarious. I guess
Look, it's cute.
Almost.
It's a cute gesture despite where we're at.
Yeah. I guess it just struck my funny bone in such a way that caused a giggle fit.
Go on. It's your turn to take a shower, remember? Also, if you see a red blinking light, just ignore that.
Gretel walked over and untied my hands and feet. I could smell a faint whiff of something nice. He smells sweet. I leaned in closer to his hair. I couldn't tell if it was vanilla, or honey, or what.
So do you, sister.
Then I remembered. There was only one kind of soap in the bathroom. Too bad I can't really smell my own scent. I sniffed my newly freed wrists. Gretel gave me a little push toward the bathroom.
Get going already. I'll fetch you some clothes.
He walked to the closet, pulled out a towel, along with a change of clothes, underwear included. Are these the kind of panties you're into, Gretel?
もちろん
But of course.
Embarrassed, I stared at the floor and regretted ever asking.
姉さんが入ってる間に
Duh.
食事の支度をしておきます
While you're in
何か
there,
リクエスト
I'll
はあ
make
り
you
ますか
something to eat. Any requests in particular?
Hit me with your specialty.
わかりました
Very well. Forget me not chocolate.
After my...
The joke is that it makes you forget because I put the candies in there.
After my shower, I changed into my new clothes and sat down to eat with Gretel. He had prepared cupcakes adorned with whipped cream and candied rose and violet petals. But these cupcakes weren't just pretty, they tasted amazing too. Gretel had filled each of them with some sort of violet jam. Plus, the tea he served me came with violet petals and mint leaves floating on the surface. All in all, it was very classy.
美味しいですか
How is it? Oh, he's still in the waiter outfit too. Let's go.
Yeah. Phenomenal.
そうですか
Is it?
それはよかった
I'm glad. Dude, this guy obviously has a passion for cooking sweets. Just set him up with a bakery or a cafe somewhere and he'd be set for life, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, finally, we're back in the past where shit's still terrible, but terrible for a different reason.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that we're gonna see like all of the cute scenes and we'll be like, oh, this is cute, and then we're gonna remember what route we're on. We're like, oh yeah.
Yeah. I definitely see why that was important to get the happy ending though.
Yeah, because it's like it shows that they're
そうだ
not prioritizing the other person's happiness, but just willing to be around the other people
They were being
and just be themselves.
more or less
重くない
normal.
Yeah, more or less normal,
Mhm.
despite the circumstance.
Yeah.
一連
And yes, those cupcakes do sound awesome, Peachy. But did you also catch that there were like little
George.
candies floating in the tea too?
よしそう
I did
Not the star candies,
姉
but
さんが
like
前
little white petals and stuff.
I guess my mind glossed over to that, I'll be honest.
Yeah. Basically, it's just a sweet tea with like sugar candies in there. I thought it was violet
そうですけど
petals and mint leaves in the tea. It was some sort of leaf. Oh yeah. I love that face. As he's getting dragged away by Ryoshi. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Drag his ass. Drag his.
My guide says yes, but I don't think it matters.
I don't think it matters either.
そうです
But if you want to eat the pancake already, hey.
Nope. Are you enjoying
No,
it?
don't eat the pancake.
This one also says to say yes, but I'm gonna stick with no.
Okay. Sounds good to me. I don't feel like giving this bastard a hug anyway.
僕の顔
Yeah, because like the next one after this that is definitely important, as we learned from before, was the whole like telling him not to eat me.
僕は
But we
姉
did
さん
that already, so
でも
I think
Yeah.
the only other one that would be important that we haven't picked was the whole like the please don't whatever. Because
Yeah, don't hurt yourself for my sake, because we said, hey,
Yeah.
don't hurt other people.
Yeah. And then it seems like after that there's gonna be another series of yes and no's. But each of them say to say it beforehand too, so that's
あいつは全
interesting.
部
And I don't think we got those last time.
Interesting. Yeah, because this would be when they're in the fire, right?
Yeah.
More or less.
I think so, yeah.
Because that's the next time they start interacting with each other.
Yeah.
ほっ
Assault speedrun. Oh boy.
Let's go. We're going for the assault speed run here. We need to get in and get out before the cops show.
Well, the cop showed up speedrun too.
Shit, the cop showed up. Fuck. All right, boys. Runs over. We gotta
傷つい
go.
たあなた
The cop's cute, so it's okay.
Next, we're gonna show the.
他にど
He's got that
He's
dog,
too
you know.
cute.
あなたはひどい
Nah. If they go after my boy Red, he'll kick
Not
their
this
ass.
Probably. I'm glad that we didn't
Blah,
keep
blah,
going
blah,
last
blah.
time because it's already almost been 3 hours.
I mean, yeah, what was that? Like, when we got stuck on red, that took us, like, what, 5 hours to figure it out?
I don't think it actually took us that long.
Well, we were already going for pretty long in reds at that point, too, so it's like... I think we were, like, 3 hours in when we finally got to, like, reds ending. And then it was just like, oh, what do we have to do? And then we spent, like, an hour figuring it out, too, because we were waiting for all the scenes to play through and figure out, like, what choices we made.
Yeah. Yeah, our last
Red.
stream with, like, getting the red ending was actually only 4 hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, because with red, we spent 3 hours and 10-ish minutes for the first one, then 4.5 hours-ish, and then 4 and 13 for the ending. Even with all the playbacks, so...
And let's be real, the playbacks are what really took the longest time there.
Yeah, but even then, it still wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Like,
We're like, oh, we'll just nuclear it.
yeah.
It's still previously red. What are you doing? They're just going to the candy house for the first time.
Mhm.
Were you thinking it was new stuff?
No, I wasn't doing anything. If there was a bit of a skip, it was the game itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just still looking at the browser.
Obviously, we know the answer here because we know what ending ends up here.
Yeah, no munching, please.
No munch. You'll ruin your appetite.
Yeah.
No sweets before bed. Get the fuck out.
怒らない姉さんはいうんあ何か欲しいものが
I think Cinderella
Commercial
still is
break.
the longest.
Well, yeah, Cinderella had a lot going on though, but we didn't really fuck up his route that bad.
Yeah, we only had to go back that one part.
Yeah.
Because he
And that was after the wizard's like, oh, well, he's not here anymore. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Gretel versus wizard. For who can have the cutest smile?
Oh boy.
It's wizard.
Yeah, with the Cinderella route, it was like almost 3 hours for the first one, a little over 4 hours the next, then almost 5 hours for the next, then a little over 5 hours for the last.
Yeah, they really liked Cinderella's route. That's all I gotta say.
They definitely went on a lot of dates, so like fair. Will you call it to the surprise visitor? Yes. Okay, that makes sense because Red meets up with him, so. For now, could you do me a favor and untie my hands? That makes sense, that would be a difference. He turned and pointed my wrist in his direction.
わかりました
Understood. With a flutter, the restraints fell away, and I was free at last.
よかった
I'm glad to see they
あとは
haven't
つい
cut
てい
into
ない
your
みたいです
skin.
ね
It's just a ribbon, so that would be impressive. He allowed a breath of relief. Yeah, they weren't tied too tightly. Plus, you know, these ribbons are made out of silk. According to Gretel, anyway. Otherwise, it could have been a lot more painful. That said, having my arms stuck behind my back made them go numb. The first time around, at least. Then I got used to it.
あなたを傷つけるなんて
I imagine he would never want to
で
do
き
you
なかっ
any
たでしょう
harm.
ね
Ren muttered to himself. Yeah. I muttered back. Then I turned to face back to the yeah. You have to say no to saying to fighting back, unfortunately.
What?
I know.
Kick him in the shins. You're at perfect ankle biter height. Let's
Kick him in the
go.
nuts.
Yeah, go for the nuts
I give up.
with your foot.
I give up all pretense of resistance. At this, Gretel scoffed.
素直ですね
Well, aren't you a good girl?
If I flailed around, you might see my panties.
賢明な判断です
You made the right decision.
Go
Oh, good. The
go
game
s-
just straight up telling you made the right decision. Good.
Go suck a dick, Gretel.
Yes. Suck it.
Fucking bitch.
Not mine. Someone
見て
else's.
わかりますね
Do you have a problem with it? No.
Nah.
姉さん
I
の
mean,
Right, the
in this
pregnant
one, we've
pause.
let so many things go.
さあ
What's the rest of our
Yes,
ethics? You know?
That's for Gretel to find out, not us. You have to believe Gretel.
Why?
Look, if you want to
He's
get the good ending
lying.
out of the way.
But he's a fucking liar. Why is he always lying?
Because he's a bastard. As much as I wanted to have faith in the rest of my family, I didn't want to believe that Gretel was lying to me either.
姉さんが信じようが信じまいが
I don't really care if you believe me or not, so I don't know why this choice matters.
I mean, I might not, but I don't feel like risking it anymore.
Netere-
Just follow
I
the
don't
guide.
either.
I'm tired.
面倒なこと
Oh come on, it's only 2:30 for me. It's fine.
It's 11:30 for me, but I'm just tired of him.
That's fair.
暇なら
We spent 6 hours with him last week and we're still not done after 3 more hours this time? Like, come on.
And we were like, oh yeah, we'll finish up Gretel real quick and move right on to Kaguya. Nope.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
We've been played by this game once again. We think we're playing the game, but the game is playing us.
No! Eat
Right.
the pancake.
Yeah.
Come make us pancake us.
Sleepily, I opened my mouth and took the bite.
いい子ですね
Good girl! You know, I'm kind of glad we didn't get these in our normal playthrough. I've been like, man, this guy says good girl too much.
He stroked my hair. Then he gently fed me another bite, and another, and another.
Nom 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 nom
Almost
nom
like
nom.
he was nursing a battered baby bird back to health. Not the bird.
I mean, it was bound to happen. There's a bird cage.
I know. That's why you're in a bird cage.
I am? Or is the bird cage around me?
Technically, you're behind the bird cage, but we're ignoring that.
I'm behind the bird.
Don't tell anyone.
It's almost like we're two deep-plane objects.
After I finished my food, Gretel cleared away the dirty dishes. Nah, I'm back to the same. Okay, bye.
何ですか
Yep, see you next important choice in this dialogue.
Are you enjoying this hug?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, but we have to say yes, unfortunately.
Damn it.
I know. Yeah.
変態
Pervert.
I accidentally sprayed spit on Gretel's face. Good.
It's okay, he enjoys it.
汚いな
Gross.
Me? Pervert? You're the one that
Yes.
assaulted me, buddy. I was so flustered, I couldn't even form a coherent sentence.
弟の僕に抱きしめられて嬉しい
You're enjoying a hug from your little brother, you
こんな
sicko.
状況でよく言
Frankly,
えるな
I'm
と
impressed you can enjoy
姉さんの
anything
その
right now,
神経
given
の
the
ずぶとさに
circumstances.
感心しま
Have
し
you
た
ever heard of Stockholm Syndrome?
Have you ever heard of the human brain does whatever it needs to survive, including coping with very traumatic situations?
You started it. My voice escalated to a scream. I wanted to push him away, but he refused to budge. So instead, I flailed my legs. He just pinned them down with his own. Gross.
うんそうでした
Gross.
僕が姉さんを閉じ込めてるんでした
Yes, that's right. Nearly forgot. I'm the one who locked you in here to begin with. Yeah,
つまり
Pervert.
僕はド変態ってことですね
Sorry, I died.
Rest in peace. It was nice knowing you.
which makes me the pervert.
Thanks for admitting it, Gretel.
He allowed an affable chuckle, but this was no laughing matter.
けどま
That said,
Suddenly, he lowered his voice.
兄弟でも何でもな
I
い
guess it
人間
doesn't matter since blah 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 blah.
Anyway, will you forsake your dearest treasure? Okay, so now it's giving us a choice where the first time we did not have a choice.
Well, we could get another bad ending real quick faster by saying yes, forsaking the dearest treasure, or we could not.
I was gonna say, I thought we already got that one.
No, this is our first time encountering this one. That's why there's no options here, all from already
Oh.
selected.
No, I thought this seems like it was like the bad end that it kind of railroaded us on. if we said yes, but if you want to say yes here, or you want to say like no, yes, whatever.
If we say yes, we're for sure getting a bad ending. I'm asking if you want to get another bad ending just for the sake of it.
You know what? Fuck it. We're already here. Let's do it.
Okay, let me just double check that I saved. Yeah, okay.
I want to see if we just get the same CG we already got.
That's a good point. I'm not sure.
Let's find out.
Let's forsake our dearest treasure. Yep. Okay.
I knew it. So it just railroad us into a bad end. Let's fucking go.
It's like the same content too. Like I knew it was gonna be a bad ending, but
yeah, no shit.
Well, I also have it blatantly on the guy too, but you know, you can shut up. Actually.
Yeah, he can shut up. Go shut up, wizard.
I like that I actually had it stop like right as he said the end, so it was about to like exit the menu. Barely stopped him. Anyways, no, not forsaking it.
Absolutely not. We will not forsake our treasure. No! I refuse to sit around and wait to die! Good on you, self-preservation.
Then you have to abandon me.
I won't do that either!
Gretel.
Instead, I've decided to sacrifice my treasure.
He smiled sadly.
Honestly, it was silly anyway. I always wished I could go to university with you, but all I would have had to do was pass my exams and graduate community college. Yeah. Instead, I was greedy. I wanted to be in the same year as you. So what I really wanted was for everyone to see us not as siblings, but as longtime friends and lovers. I was never going to be able to keep up the brother charade forever. Your charm is far too irresistible for your precious baby brother. I've always lusted after you. I've longed to kiss you and to have sex with you.
Do you still feel that way?
Nope.
Oh, sorry.
I do. At any given hour of the day, I'm a young guy in my prime. Are you kidding me?
He's doing volleyball anime logic, where because his face is there, what's blocking his face is, like, blocked out, so you can actually see him.
Yeah, punts him into the sun. Let's go.
But we can't kiss or have sex unless we survive this.
Priorities.
Priorities indeed.
Sister, if you're gonna burn, let it be with passion for me.
Ick.
Ick.
Kindle my desires, not the stove.
Hi, stove. Can we kindle you some more?
Yeah, can you speed up the whole burning the house down?
So you don't mind if you get burned?
Not at all. In exchange, I'll have my fill of you.
Gross.
I'll have you know, I've been very hungry for a long time. You best prepare yourself.
So you don't mind if I consume you?
Better than starving to death.
Even if it means I'll stop being your sister.
Even then.
Even if I'm not glittering jewel anymore. Or your glittering jewel, rather.
I don't mind. Even if you turn into some worthless pebble, you'll be the pebble that guides me home.
If we go back home, they'll tear us apart, you know.
I don't care.
You might end up alone, with no connections of your own.
Even then. Even then, it's still preferable to the pain of losing you, Reikyu.
He smiled sheepishly, like a sheep. Gretel.
Gretel, guys, it can take literal seconds for a fire to spread and the house in question is very tidy. Back then, I thought I was gonna coddle you. With you, I don't need any stupid candy. No matter the bitter pill, I'll prove I can swallow it.
Okay.
Now let's go home. Together.
I hate that you said gay because I was thinking that and I was taking it all to not say it.
Well then. Well, guess who's in the cage now?
Maybe he was just putting himself on a diet. Without an incredible amount of courage, he couldn't possibly have forsaken the very treasure he fought so hard to protect. And yet here he was, willing to do it for my sake. It all meant so much to me. Tears welled in my eyes as I shouted, "Yeah, let's go home. I want to stay with you." Just then, with a click, the lock fell to the floor. So why didn't it work earlier? Whatever.
Oh, I guess the key jiggled because of the fire. The lock!
Gretel opened...
Mr. Wizard.
Yeah, probably, actually. Gretel opened the cage door and extended a hand to me.
Here, give me your hand.
Like that the cage just disappeared.
Yeah, that's the only difference here.
Right. I took his hand in mine, and together we escaped the cage. Are you two alright? Did you just dump water on both of them? I did. As soon as we walked outside, Red Riding Hood doused us in water.
I freaking love this goofball.
Thank goodness. I'm so glad you're both safe and wet now.
Red Riding Hood.
The fire truck will be here any moment now. It's not safe here. Please evacuate.
Right.
Yeah, because if that shack goes up and the woods catches fire.
Yeah. A short distance away, we stopped and looked back at the candy house. It was engulfed in scarlet flames. As he gazed blankly at it through the darkness, Gretel pulled me close.
It all went up in flames.
Literally. Yeah.
I'm not sure anything will be left by the time the fire's out.
Yeah.
But now the Wicked Witch has been defeated. We're free.
Right. Thank you, Gretel. We smiled at each other, our faces both covered in soot.
I mean, cool metaphor, but like, what are you guys now?
Yeah. After that, the fire department arrived. Fortunately, the fire was extinguished before it could spread to the rest of the forest. Good.
Thank God.
Ugh. Only you could prevent forest fires.
I'm not the right person to be calling to prevent forest fires, just saying.
I mean, step 1, stop calling her sister. So true.
True.
They brought us in for questioning, and after a few days, we were finally able to go home again. Days.
Days, weeks, months.
I swear this was the orientation it was for Cinderella, so that's interesting.
Yeah, it is. Why? Why did they just... If you're gonna flip it, at least keep it consistently flipped.
I think it was consistently flipped for specifically the flashbacks, but otherwise when it was in real time, it's back.
Exactly,
So
Peachy.
it does
Stop
make
calling her
sense.
sister, and you're not related. And honestly, I think this will actually improve the relationship. Yeah, I think it's fine
Yeah.
now that they're not being super creepy about it.
Yeah. But, you know, I'm pretty sure it's been flipped exclusively for the memories and nothing else.
Why, though?
Because mirrors.
Look, I'm just saying, if they want to have a mirror theme in this game, which I believe that they should, because they have the whole fucking looking glass world and shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
at least keep it consistent.
Anyways.
I don't know. If we find more mirrored backgrounds, we'll have to look into a bit more of when they show up and where specifically they show up.
Yeah, when I'm video editing, I'll try to keep more of a note, because I think with, like, when we had Gretel's perspective, since that was in real time, it was flipped. Except for when we got his perspective for, like...
I was gonna say, I thought it was the
past.
memories where it was flipped, where we were looking through the world at Riku's eyes.
Yeah, it was definitely flipped for that. So...
And they just happen to look so symmetrical that she doesn't realize that they're flipped.
I think it might have just been, like, another way to, like, cue. It's like, hey, this isn't, like, real time, sort of thing.
Or it's supposed to, like, show, like, okay, there's more angles, but then, like, why just show the same area flipped? Like, can't you show a different corner of the house if you want to? Or just show what we have right here? Because we know it's the same cafe from Cinderella's. That was not a big twist.
Though, like, I'm trying to think back on it, I think it might have, like, also done the same thing with Cinderella, where it was flipped when it was in the past. But in the current time, it was, like, this orientation.
That's a weird way to distinguish past when they could have just put, like, a... what is it? Trying to remember the technical term for it, but it's... Oh, a vignette. Around the entire thing.
Yeah.
Or sepia, like Spooky said. Sepia is a really good way to indicate that something's in the past.
They have
That's just because we're all hard-coded.
Before too, though, and I think, like, for things that were, like, way further.
Yeah. Sepia is, like, ancient past. Like, when... Probably, like when Wolf's talking about his childhood with Red.
Yeah.
That would be, like, sepia vignette. Like, it's supposed to be, like, so far in the past that the memory is fading.
Yeah.
So or just on the verge of fading.
Yeah. I think that's why they aren't using it otherwise for other things.
But even, like, a light vignette would have been pretty nice. If they wanted to show, like, an indicator of, like, the recent past, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what flipping the entire background accomplished.
I mean, we'll have to keep playing. Like, we're still only in episode 2 out of 3 with an epilogue. So there could be more to it than it just being the past. Especially...
It could also be, like, it's flipped to show, like, the fantasy, and then when it flips back to this orientation, it's, like, the real world, you know? But, like, that's a long shot.
They've also been able to, like, make choices in Reiku's past, too, so I'll definitely have to, like, make sure when I'm video editing to see Live with Gretel whether or not it's flipped when it's showing his perspective for, like, the past, too.
It'd be really funny if it was flipped just because we were on the bad route. That'd be really funny.
I don't think so.
No, of course not.
You know, I think it's because, like, we're able to change it, and that might be why, too.
A fantasy in a fantasy? Say it ain't so.
Because with this, we were able to make that one choice where, like, Gretel was asking about, like, how college was going, and that was in the past. So...
Yeah. Anyway, we're not done yet. We still have some dialogue boxes.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, indeed.
Mom and Dad took one look at us and started crying tears of joy. Upon further inspection, I realized they both looked really gaunt. They were both so tormented by our absence, they had scarcely eaten a single bite of bread.
Mom, Dad, I'm sorry.
Oh my god, he finally called them Mom and Dad, too. What the fuck?
Character growth? Question mark. Later. You idiot. Ow. You monster. You didn't have to hit us. Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
You have no right to complain after what you put us through. Do you realize how worried we all were? Obviously, my brother was furious. As he should. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too.
We both apologized on our hands and knees. They had every right to be angry with us. We had no defense. They both hung their heads guiltily. Yoshi sighed heavily. Then he reached out and ruffled her hair aggressively. Good. Gah!
なんですか
Where did that come from?
Actual sibling love.
Yeah.
とりあえず無
For
事で
now,
よかった
I'm just glad you're safe.
おかえり
I'm staunchly against infamiliar violence, but yeah, he had it in him. Yeah. They act a little cray-cray.
Head pads.
Welcome home, Reikyu and Gretel. He smiled at us affectionately. I didn't even know Ryoshi was capable of smiling like that. Yeah, he looks good with a smile. I can't wait to date him up. Hopefully he won't be a brother in that.
True.
Gretel and I exchanged a look. Then we recited in unison. Oh boy, can we do this?
No.
Yeah.
You want to do like 1, 2, 3 on 3?
Sure.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
We're home.
We're home.
Not too bad.
Yeah, it could have been better, but
Yeah.
it's good.
It could have been worse.
It could have been very worse.
姉を
Hi,
救う
wizard.
ために弟の
To
グレ
save
ーテ
his
ルは
sister, the
自
young
分の持って
brother
いた
Gretel
一番大
sacrificed
切
his
な
most
宝物を
precious
手放
treasure.
した彼は家
Quite
族
possibly, he had lost his only family, his
失っ
only
てしま
real
ったかもしれない
connection.
けれど
But in exchange,
その代わり
his
姉が
sister's
持ってい
treasure
た
would
宝
surely
物
create
が
a new
新
bond.
たな絆を作るだろうそして
And now he
So-
can stop acting so
二人は
cray-cray
お
and
かし
people
な
might
家か
actually
ら持
want
っ
to
て帰
hang
っ
out
て
with
きた
him.
宝物
Maybe.
で
Maybe.
幸せ
I don't know,
に
he's still
暮ら
got
し
that
ました
He's still got that crazy look in his eyes.
And so, having returned from the candy house with treasure in hand, they lived happily ever after.
めでたし
The
め
end.
でたし
God damn it.
Fuck you.
See,
there we go.
sepia and vignette, like you were asking for.
See, Spooky, you got it.
Once upon...
This is still you.
I know. I was about to start speaking, goddamn. Wait a little, Jesus.
No, I'm impatient.
Go be impatient somewhere else. This is why you're in
That's
a
why I'm
bird
in the cage. This is how you keep me in one place.
Once upon a time in the Looking Glass world, there was a young man named Gretel. Gretel had an older sister who he was very proud of. She was smart, beautiful, and worth her weight in jewels. Gretel wanted to be as good as her, so he worked hard in everything he did, from schoolwork to sports. He built up an image of the perfect brother to match his sister, but that was not the real him. Beneath his mild-mannered facade was a violent, destructive impulse. One day, something small set off his hair-triggered temper. Another student made a vulgar comment. In retaliation, Gretel beat him black and blue. From there, his life went completely off the rails. Following the
In a
incident,
crazy train.
Following the incident, his older brother confined him to a stark white room and administered medication. At first, Gretel resisted, but when he thought of his sweet sister, he endured the punishment and obeyed. Once he was free from the white room, Gretel stopped relying on his sister. Instead, he wanted his sister to rely on him. He was terrified that his beloved sister would one day abandon him. After all, he knew he wasn't her real brother. In order to keep himself calm, Gretel ate candy at all times. He was convinced that his sister and his candy were the only things he needed. Their lives were peaceful and happy, and he was sure those days would last forever. But that happiness was fragile, and one small mistake made it all fall apart. Yet again, Gretel had hurt someone. Friends of Gretel's victim had exacted revenge upon Gretel's sister. When he learned his beloved sister was hurt, Gretel lost all sense of rationality and went on a rampage. And this time, he crossed a line that was never meant to be crossed. His sister caught him in the act. Crying, he begged her not to abandon him. Then, his precious sister took her adopted brother by the hand and wandered deep into the forest. They had no need for moonlight or guideposts. They weren't going home. After all, they had abandoned their home. Together, they wandered the forest for who knows how long. Then they came across a tiny cabin in the woods. It was a candy house. The four walls were white. The furniture was all white. White, 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 as far as the eye could see. This eerie white house had all the essentials needed for a home. Food, clothes, and a wood-burning stove. And so the two siblings decided to make this their home sweet home. But the longer they lived there, the more it began to affect Gretel. He laced his beloved sister's food with candy to keep her memory hazy. Then he tied her hands and feet and stole her agency. Gretel was battling the desire to devour his sister, but time was running out. He had used the candy to suppress his urges, but now the candy was running low. As the effects of the candy faded, his sister regained her memories. I can read so good. She felt pity for Gretel, who suffered because of her, and so she decided to throw herself into the fire, literally. She had realized that she was the wicked witch who controlled Gretel. Gretel was faced with an impossible choice. He could suffice their sibling relationship and live with her as her lover, or he could die as her brother. His sister was his only connection, his dearest treasure. After a lot of thought, Gretel sacrificed his treasure to save his sister, the witch. Instantly, the witch transformed into a princess and gave Gretel a new treasure. And so, having returned from the candy house with treasure in hand, they lived happily ever after. We...
はい、できました。
There, all set.
How does it look?
そりゃあ似合うに決まって
It
るじゃないで
matches
す
you
か。
perfectly, of
僕
course.
があな
I
たのた
bought
め
it
に
for
買
you
ったも
after
ので
all.
すよ。
Do you honestly
僕
question
の
my
センスを
taste?
疑うんですか？
Yeah, because green isn't
I
really
question
her
a
color.
lot of things about you.
Yeah. Nope, I trust you.
嬉しそうですね。
You seem pleased.
Of course I am. It's such a sweet gift.
僕もあなたが
I'm
喜ん
glad
で
to
く
see you
れて
enjoying it so
嬉しい
much.
ですよ。あなたを縛っていたリボンも本来
Also,
の用途
I'm
で
sure
使
these
用され
ribbons
て
are
よか
glad
っ
to
た
be
です。
used for their intended purpose for a change.
I'm sure they are too.
まあ、本当なら体中をリボ
Although,
ンでぐ
I
るぐる
wouldn't
巻
mind
いて
wrapping your whole
僕
body
へ
in
のプレゼ
ribbons.
ントって
That
感
way
じ
it's
に
a
したかっ
gift
た
for
ん
me
ですけど
too.
ね。
Bonk, go to horny jail.
Bonk, 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 bonk.
Whoa there, buddy.
ドン引きですか？
Too far?
Yeah. Way too far.
嬉しいくせに。
Aw, boundaries. You liked it. Don't lie.
Bonk, go to horny jail. I'm not lying, I think.
聞こえてますよ。
I heard that.
そういう
You know, when you
反応
react like that, it tells me you want me to keep
あ
going.
本当にやっていいんだ
Good
と
grief, you have no idea how hard I'm trying to hold back.
This is you holding back.
してますよ。当たり前じゃ
It
ない
is, actually. Isn't it
親に
obvious?
やたらに
I
ガッ
can't
ツ
just
け
have
ま
my
せん
way with you. You mean too
あな
much
た
to
は
me.
僕の大切な人の僕は美味しいものは最後ま
I'm
で
the type to save my favorite food for last.
Hmm.
どうしたんですか？急
Why'd
に
you
黙
go
り込んで
quiet all of a sudden?
You love to coddle me, don't you?
そうですよ。
Damn
あなた
right
の
I
お兄さ
do.
んからは
Although I admit your
それは
brother has
もう
already
口
warned me
酸っぱ
not to do it too
こい
much,
つは調
or
子
you'll
に
get a
乗る
big
から
head.
甘やかすなと。
Seriously? Damn it, Ryoshi.
ああでもどうしたって甘やかしちゃいますよ
And
ね
yet I find myself doing it
だっ
anyway.
て
I just love you so
こんなにも
much.
大好きなお兄さんには悪いですけど
I
これ
feel
からもあ
bad
な
for
たを
disobeying
甘
my
やかしていくつ
brother-in-law.
もりです
I have no plans of letting up anytime soon.
Okay, so they did get married.
I guess.
Or, like- Couple, at least.
Yeah. Hmm.
どうしました
What's wrong?
In-law?
あ
Oh, that.
あ
義理の
okay, never
兄
mind.
と書いてお兄さんです
He's my
あの人
brother in name only.
血
The
の
two
つな
of
がっ
us
た
aren't
僕
actually
の兄で
related.
はありません
But in
が
the future, when we're married,
将来的
he'll be
にあ
my
なたと
in-law.
結婚すれば
It'll be complicated,
Gillian
that's what it'll
Anderson.
be.
I mean, it's already
つい
complicated.
でに
That's
その理
besides
屈
the
でい
point.
くとあなたの両親は
Following that
僕
logic,
にとって
your parents would be my
お父
in-laws
さんとお
too.
母さんになりま
In
す
a way, they already kind of are because they adopted him, but like, I'm just gonna not.
Yeah, just gonna
あ
slide
あ、な
over
んで
that.
こんな簡単なことに気づかなかったのか
Ah,
な
how did I fail to
一番
see
手っ
this
取り早
sooner?
い
What an
家
easy
族
way
の
to make
作
a
り方だって
family.
いうのに
No comment. You know, you're not gonna have a sister-in-law, right?
その代わり、お
No,
嫁さん
but
はい
instead I'll
ます
have
け
a
どね
wife. Or shall I
そ
say,
れとも
my bride to
奥さん
be?
ですか
Easy?
今は結婚できないので
Yeah,
恋人止まり
easy.
ですけどね。予
Just
行演習
find
ですよ
someone, marry them, boom, instant family. It's too early to get married, so we can stay boyfriend and girlfriend for now. Think of it as a dress rehearsal.
Right.
感謝してますよ。あなたの
Admittedly,
お兄さん
I am rather grateful to your brother and your mother and your
お
father.
母さんにも彼らが全力で僕を守って
If
く
they
れ
haven't
たお
fought
かげ
for
で
me as hard as they did, we
あなた
wouldn't
との
be here
今が
right
あるん
now.
ですから。
Yeah, you'd be in jail, motherfucker.
Or dead in a fire.
Yeah, or dead in a fire.
Yeah.
学校も同じ学年は
Even
無
if
理
we
だと
can't
して
take
も
the same classes, we'll
来年
still
に
be
は
at the
一緒に
same
通え
school.
そうですしね。短い期間でも
If it
あなた
means
と
I can
学
be
校
at
生
school
活
with
が
you,
送れるんです
I'll
か
be as
今ま
perfect
で以
as
上に
humanly
優等生を
possible.
演じないとな。もちろん今までしたことのツケは
Of course,
姉さ
I'll
んの
work
分
hard
ま
to
で
make
ちゃ
up
ん
for
と
your
払って
mistakes
きますよ
too.
姉さんのためなら土下座暗夜でも
I'll
何でも
apologize
してや
on
り
your
ます
behalf as many times as it takes, sister. Stop calling her sister.
Hmm.
あ
Arr,
あ言い間違えました
slip of the tongue.
あ
I
なたの
meant to say Reikyu.
Good boy.
Good.
No. Reikyu.
No.
Bad.
No,
Bob could
Reikyu,
go to
don't,
horny jail.
don't coddle this little shit. That's how you got in this mess in the first place.
Exactly. You could keep calling me sister if you want to, sweetie.
Resist. Are you
僕
mocking
を
me?
バカにしてませ
Oh,
ん
good, he caught on.
Of course not.
今までずっと姉さん姉さ
After
んと
all
呼
the
び
times
続
I've
けたおか
called
げ
you
で
sister, it's
癖
become a
になっ
habit
て
I
治
can't
らない
quite
んで
kick.
すよ
What's wrong with that? A lot.
A lot.
僕はありませんよ
A lot of
あなた
things.
は僕の
You're my
恋人なん
girlfriend,
ですから
Reikyu. I can't
いつま
keep
でも姉さん
referring
呼
to
び
you as
じゃ
my sister.
格好がつ
See,
かな
he
いじゃ
gets
ないで
it.
すか
It's weird that we're on the same page with Gretel rather than Reikyu on this one, but you know.
まあでもあなたがそこまで言うの
But
な
then
ら
again, if you want me
時々は
to,
姉さん
I
呼
don't
びに
mind
戻してあげる
slipping
手
up
もない
every
んで
once
す
in a
よ
while. Stop coddling her, you shit.
I'm not reading that. Bad Reikyu.
Bad.
僕は甘や
Good
かして
grief. You're not
Don't
supposed to
you-
coddle me like this, you know?
I can't help it. I just love you so much. You're my treasure. So of course I'm going to coddle you.
At least they're more aware that they're coddling each other now.
I
But, like,
guess.
and they're sticking up for, like, themselves a bit more, but still,
Yeah.
fuck you too. You're completely incorrigible.
Oh, actually.
何ですか
What is it?
What would you like in exchange for the ribbon?
別にいいですよ
Sad. You don't have to repay me.
Yes, I do. As much as I love when you spoil me, this relationship will be awfully one-sided unless I make it up to you.
Fair.
しょうがない
Give and take.
な
Fine. If you insist.
じゃあ
In that
お
case,
揃いの
will
リ
you
ボ
give
ン
me
で
a
お願いし
matching
ます
ribbon?
Okay, that's cute. A ribbon? Really?
僕がなぜ
Do you know why I got you a ribbon in the first place, dear sister? Besides just to tie up your hands?
あなたとの縁を結ぶための願掛けみた
Because
い
I
なもの
wanted
で
it
す
to
よ
be a symbol of our connection.
Like a good luck charm?
そうです
Something
よ
like that.
僕とあなたの縁が
May we be
い
tied
つまで
for
もつながって
together
いられますように
forevermore.
って僕があなたにリボンを結ぶことで
By tying the ribbon to you, I was essentially making a wish.
あとはまあ主張
Oh,
ですね
but also, I want to stake
こ
my
の人は僕
claim.
の
That
宝
way
物
all
だ
the other men would know not to lay a hand on my treasure. It's called a ring, buddy.
他の男どもへ
Yeah.
の牽制です僕が粘着質な性格なの
You know how possessive I can be, right? You
Unfortunately.
literally locked her up in a candy house.
Yeah.
Bro, she knows. She takes them back and forth really fast.
And of course, I know everything about you, Gretel.
なら今度はあなたが僕にリボンを結ん
I
で
want
く
you
だ
to
さい
tie a ribbon to me in turn.
そして
Pray that we'll be together for the rest of our lives.
I've already made that prayer 1,000 times, and I'll probably keep praying for it for the rest of my life. Because I never want these happy days to end.
In that case, I better make it happen. This means I'll have to suck it up and put in a lot of effort, but I'll give it my best.
They're still breaking up in a month or two. Exactly.
I'm a total sucker for you, so I can't help but want to make all your dreams come true. Reikyu, the days I spend with you are my most irreplaceable treasure. I vow to cherish you always, so please stay with me forevermore.
Yep, kinda stayed with you for so long, we're totally not gonna date a new boy next week.
Yeah. Also spooky. Oh. That's the best I could do for imitating a metal cup on bar sound. I had to improvise, it's mostly plastic.
I appreciate the attempt. Well, they're holding hands, how lewd.
Wow.
Disgusting.
On twitch.tv/Sakyu hand holding. God, this is a weird one. Exactly.
Yeah, bye. Good riddance.
This is a weird one. Oh boy. So that happens.
Yep, I did.
I gotta say, I don't like where it started. I don't like a majority of where it was.
Yeah, that's fair.
But them becoming their own people and being like, you know what, we can date, let's just fucking date, you know, like that. And they're not like, they're still kind of codependent, but at least they're taking steps to be their own individual people. I don't know.
Yeah.
It ended in a lot better of a place than I thought it was going to.
That's fair.
I see the cage, Sakya.
Yeah? Well, you thought I was gonna let you be free just because we were done with that?
Yes.
Silly you.
Oh.
I could have trapped all the chat with you, but eh.
Is this just your way of saying that that I'm a precious gem to you?
Sure, totally not putting a cage where a bird belongs. Sure. I fucked up the words, but that's okay.
Wow.
I never claimed to be good at speaking.
Who is?
Peachy, maybe. I don't know.
Public speakers, I guess.
Yeah. Catman's still playing.
Can you imagine if you walk into a public speaking class and they're just like, yes, today we'll be doing... Sorry, let me start over. Today we'll be doing public speaking. I am your teacher, Mister, but you don't have to call me Mister.
Well,
I did get an A in public speaking. That does not surprise me, PG.
The linguistic nerd get an A in public speaking? Never.
Well, the thing is, like, they don't look at vocabulary when it's public speaking. It's just like, how comfortable are you standing in front of a bunch of people talking?
I've actually
And
never,
can you get
done a public speaking class. So.
Oh, it's literally just like, how comfortable are you up there? How clearly can you get your points across without rambling too much? And more importantly, just how do you flow from one sentence to the next, or one topic to the next topic?
I mean, I stream, so I guess I do okay enough.
Yeah, of course you do. I may be autistic, but God gave me the ability to go up and talk to people. So figure that one out.
You're an extrovert. That's all that one is.
You have the stuffed animal autism. I have the math one. And even then, I'm not that great at math. I do.
Do you have any parting words for chat?
Let me out of this cage, Sakya.
Maybe next week. Maybe not.
I must cause the war crimes.
And that's okay. I think there's enough war crimes in the world right now.
True, but like not the fun ones.
True. Well, I guess with that, bye-bye, everyone. Catch you next time.
Let me out of here.